We are live. We are live. This is the Wrestling for Life Network. Tonight is Saturday Night Main Event. We got a lot going down tonight. I'm super excited for the card. We got Nia Jax versus Rhea Ripley. We got the Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens signing. The World Heavyweight Championship is on the line, but we got a lot to talk about, so let's get into it. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Wrestling for Life Network, and welcome back to another live stream. As I said, we have Saturday Night Main Event tonight. We might be keeping an eye on Collision as well. I am not here alone. That is Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its YouTube tag stream champions of the world, the man that didn't even introduce himself, Sweet Tony Rings, Ringsider Anthony. And yes, I am Big Nick, and my guy, we've got some serious collisions tonight, pun intended. I feel like you said with Rhea versus Nia. We've got Jacob Fatu versus Braun Strowman, the werewolf versus the monster, King Kong versus Godzilla. No, I'm both of them. I'm on off the scale. Yeah,
right.
So that plus Gunther versus Jey Uso. Could we see a surprise new world heavyweight champion?
I'm still sticking with my guns and Gunther winning, but it could be a surprise. He doesn't, he could lose the title to Jey Uso and then Jey Uso lose the title, a couple of weeks later. That could potentially happen, but we'll see. We'll see. It's a wild night ahead of us.
Absolutely, my guy. Is there, before we kind of run through the card and shout out everybody in the chat, 100%, we'll get to you in a quick second. I see some names already flooding in as we got about 60 people already just kicking off the show. Is there a specific match you're looking forward to most on Saturday Night Main Event?
I think out of all of them, I'm looking forward to Nia Jax versus Rhea Ripley for a second time. I think they really murdered it at Elimination Chamber last year. So them kind of bringing that feud back to forefront, I'm excited for that. Jacob Fatu and Braun Strowman is really going to show tonight as well. I'm looking forward to seeing that too.
Yeah, that's 100% my match that I'm looking forward to the most. Do you think that we could see a new women's champion? Well, do you think we see in chat, you can let us know too, do you think we see a new champion crowned in any facet tonight?
Honestly, I don't see anything happening like title change wise. I don't know. It feels like, I guess when we go into it, we'll see. It seems like Saturday Night Main Event is going to be like a glorified Raw or a SmackDown, not necessarily like a pay-per-view type of thing. So I don't really see any title changes happening tonight. But if they want to give the women's championship, the world title or the women's world title to Nia Jax, I'm not upset about it.
Fair enough. But yeah, we'll quickly run through the card here. As again, I see everybody in the chat. Don't be shy. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Like, share, and subscribe as we're on the road to 7K. When we also, now that's going to be the first time the predictions title is going to be on the line, not just on the YouTubes, but also on Twitch as well. We do have a Twitch, all of that. So make sure you check that out as well. And I'll get to the predictions title later on. But Braun Strowman, Jacob Fatu, my match tonight. So the werewolf versus the monster, Godzilla versus King Kong. Did you see the tail of the tape kind of visual that they did last night and everything?
I did, and I saw the stare down and how Jacob Fatu wanted to get up in there and tangle with Braun Strowman, but and the crowd chanting holy shit, right? So it's kind of cool to see just the stare down will get the crowd that amazed for this match tonight. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, I think these two guys tear the damn roof off the building. I think they will. And probably knock it down too as well, because I think it's just really Jacob Fatu. We're now finally seeing the real Jacob Fatu. The reason everybody got so excited that Jacob Fatu was in WWE, that we were actually going to get Jacob Fatu on main time TV and everything, because you've seen the promos from him lately and everything. I know I was trying to quote one earlier, the one from SmackDown and everything. Now he's at a level of, he's the guy. He's that very much a guy. And these two are just going to go through every barricade, every guardrail, every security member to can get a winner here.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. And I think I think when it comes to Jacob Fatu, if the online rumors are true that they're
Mm.
like, kind of moving away from the bloodline, this is the moment when you put this man in his singles run and just have him run through everybody on SmackDown. This is the perfect opportunity.
Yeah, because we've now seen since Solo walked off and kind of just walked into the crowd, we've seen Jacob be much more the vocal kind of leader and everything. And now we saw Tama Tonga in singles action last night. We're gonna see Jacob Fatu in singles action tonight. We're still waiting on Tonga Loa to come back. Yeah.
Yeah, we're still waiting on Tonga Loa to come back. He's out right now, and having Tama and Jacob right now as a cohesive unit, I think that's pretty cool too. But we got to strap the rocket on Jacob as quickly as possible. I think he's just fair game for that mid card scene, and then into the world title.
Right. As we are going to get the contract signing, and I'm going to click on one comment because I really want to talk about it a little bit, but
Mhm.
we will get to the chat in a quick second. But Steven Elimination Chamber is saying, going to be the best Saturday night main event because Hogan not going to be there. I know me and KJ have talked about it. How do you feel about the whole Hogan was going to be there, now he ain't there? Maybe we're just kind of done with Hulk.
I think we're on the down swoop with Hulk Hogan after the what he got at the first Monday Night Raw on Netflix. I think they see that they can't continue to have him on WWE TV. I think this is for the best.
Yeah, and you had CM Punk obviously take his kind of shot at him that,
Mhm.
got, some chuckles backstage allegedly. And it seems very poignant or very interesting. Was kind of advertised, was talked about, was rumored to be at the Saturday Night Main Event, and then all of a sudden can't make it. Sorry, things came up. Of it's I feels very I don't want to get booed again.
Right, and I think one of the excuses I seen or the reasons why he couldn't make it was because his son was getting married. So, did you not know your son was getting married a couple of months ago before Saturday Night Main Event in January was announced? Come on now.
Yeah, let's be honest. Let's be honest. But well, speaking of legends, I guess coming back to segue, we've got HBK proceeding over the contract signing between Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens.
Oh yeah, this is going to be good. So this match goes down at Royal Rumble between these two. We got the contract signing. It's been a huge, exchange of words between these two for what weeks at this point now. And having Shawn Michaels be the mediator between these two tonight, I think this is perfect. I think this is perfect. I no contract signing that I've seen, in recent history goes down without a fight. I need these two to tangle up a little bit tonight after they sign these contracts for this championship match at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, that'll be the prediction for this segment and everything is who goes through the table. Is it going to be Cody? Is it going to be Kevin? I even saw someone throw out an outside theory of, well, because Sean's mediating and, Cody USA, Kevin Canada, what if Brett came back? What if Brett showed up? Just to get back in his kind of old rival's face a little bit one more time type of thing.
It would make a lot of sense, just a tad bit here because Kevin Owens has been wearing Bret Hart's jacket at least every week. I don't know
Yeah.
if that was a subtle hint that we might get Bret Hart showing up tonight. I would like to see it.
Well, and how did you feel of when he's taking on Jimmy last night on SmackDown, comes out in a Naomi shirt?
Did not pay attention that he had a Naomi shirt on until I saw it on Twitter today. And I was like, this man is a troll. This man is a huge troll to come out there with Naomi shirt on. I've seen a bunch of memes today with people putting the wig, Naomi's wig
Yeah.
on him as well. He's just a troll at this point, a big troll.
Man, shirt game is on point. Trust me, I still very much, I know KJ does too, want that, son of a Canadian, security alarm technician shirt and everything, like the Dusty shirt. But this one too as well. We've got Braun Strowman. I felt like I forgot about this match of Braun Strowman putting on the IC belt versus Sheamus.
I think it was a little bit overshadowed because I kind of forgot about it too until last night when they were running through the Saturday night main event card. I was like, oh, that is right. We do have Sheamus versus Braun Strowman. Kind of been overlooked a little bit when you have the world title on the line between Jey and Gunther. They really been pushing the Nia Jax and Rhea Ripley feud too. So it's kind of been slightly overlooked, but this is going to be a banger. I'm sure of it.
Well, this again to me is what I was saying with everything being a serious collision item. You've got, Hoss versus Hoss here. You got bulls locking up horns all the way around here. Of Sheamus and Braun Strowman is going to be another banger after banger after banger. Now, does Sheamus win? And does he need the IC belt to become a Grand Slam champion? I could be wrong, but
does he? I don't know. I know he won the US title, right?
right.
He won the tag titles. He's been world heavyweight champion. So I guess he would need the IC title because I don't think he's held the IC title.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I thought was missing. Because I mean, man's even been, I believe, Money in the Bank briefcase holder.
Right.
So yeah, it could be that case. Fact checkers in the chat, Oh, so Dale, OG Dale, let me know before I could even get the words out of my mouth. So yes, he does still need the IC belt to become a Grand Slam champion.
Okay.
Could this be his time?
It could be definitely his time. I think not Braun Strowman, Braun Breaker has been a decent champion. I know he hasn't been featured on television a lot, but his first run with the title before he lost to Jey Uso, I thought was pretty good. I don't know if you keep the title on him just a little bit longer to kind of push him to the main event scene, but if Sheamus wins tonight, I think it'd be great. I really do think it'd be great.
I think you could have it to where Sheamus could win tonight and Braun could turn around and win it again, say at Rumble, maybe if he's not in the Rumble. I know it seemed like the obvious choice to take Braun because he's on such a trajectory of you had him at one point, nose to nose with Gunther, your world champion. This could be where probably most likely if there's going to be a title change, this might be the most likely case of they give it to Sheamus for a week or two, for a month, and then he drops it. Not every title reign needs to be super long. Sorry.
No, that's true. Not every title win or reign has to be long. And I know earlier you posed the question about could there be a title change tonight? Totally forgot this match was on the card, but if there's a title change, this could be the match where the title change happens.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, speaking of another title match, and you kind of seem like you want Nia Jax to walk away with this belt here. I could be wrong.
Not necessarily that I want Nia Jax to walk away with the belt. I think I'm just more excited that they are bringing this feud back. I think the feud that they had last year was very short-lived, right? It was really from, January to Elimination Chamber. And the match they had in the main event was great. I kind of wish they would have did it longer, but we had Liv involved in things of that sort and Becky Lynch. So I'm really excited that they're actually bringing the feud back. More of, I don't really want Nia to win the title. If they had her win the title, that would be great. But I think they're setting Rhea up for something big at WrestleMania. So I just don't see her dropping the title this soon from just winning it from Liv Morgan.
Fair. Well, it depends on allegedly which brand they're going to set Rhea up on and everything, because we've obviously seen, the transfer portal is still a thing. We've had Liv Morgan show up on SmackDown last night. We got, the kind of reformation of Strapley as now they're both baby faces. That's still a very plausible name. Whoever came up with Strapley for Tiffany Stratton and Rhea Ripley as a tag team. But yeah, it'd be interesting. I think we know Tiffany's going to face Charlotte at WrestleMania. I don't know where we'd go with Rhea. So that's to me interesting.
Yeah, I don't know where we go with Rhea. I seen the rumor today that they are maybe doing Rhea versus Bianca at Mania, but then I'm still like, how do we get the titles off of them? How do we still reveal the Jade attacker? Is it Bianca? Is it Naomi? There's a lot of puzzles that got to be solved before we can get to Bianca and Rhea at WrestleMania.
Right. I'm gonna real quickly. Worst refs, NFL or WWE? AEW. At least
That's
the NFL,
true,
at least actually there are rules. AEW, there are no rules.
Right. I mean, they start a 10 count after like you've been outside the ring for 20 plus minutes. So yeah, I agree with you with that.
There you go. But yeah, I think Rhea wins here. Maybe you do Rhea versus Bianca at WrestleMania if she holds the belt all the way to there. But then you've got to, like you said, you've got to pay off the Jade thing. I've heard Rhea versus Io is a possibility for Mania. or at some point. So I don't see Rhea losing the title too soon, and I'm still confused as to why Nia is not going after Tiffany.
That's a bit confusing too. Like unless this is just a move to get Tiffany to SmackDown and Rhea to Tiffany to Raw and Rhea to SmackDown. I don't know. But yeah, she really should be going after Tiffany. She really should be having a match against Tiffany tonight, a rematch for her title. But yeah, I don't know why we quickly pivoted away from that. It doesn't make
Yeah,
sense
just
to me.
a little bit. Well, and we've still got Liv floating around. Could Liv get involved in this match? But yeah. I think Rhea wins this, and then they got to figure out who's feuding with who and why. I've seen a lot of discussion, and I'll say this quickly as I know we got about 12 minutes, and we got to still say hi to the chat. Hi, everybody. Right. But that the women's divisions kind of just felt like it's in this kind of shoehorned place right now. We've got the Rumble coming up. We had all the women come out and declare, in a whole segment. Then we had the Charlotte surprise that she's going to be in the Rumble, which she could have saved till Rumble. But yeah.
I feel like right now with the women's division, there's a lack of consistency. There's a lack of consistency with the booking, and I really thought with SmackDown being 3 hours, it's crazy that I can say right now the US title, the women's US title is like the most booked with the women of how it's being done with Chelsea Green and Meechin. But I really thought with SmackDown being 3 hours that it would kind of change just a tad bit. And I know it's only been 3 hours for like 3 to 4 weeks, but honestly, in my opinion, SmackDown right now is not hitting. Is like a chore to watch to me, and I don't know. They got to do some rethinking when it comes to the women. You got 6 hours, or you got 5.5 hours of television each week, because Raw is really like 2.5 hours right now. And you still struggling with booking the women is kind of interesting.
It feels like they're trying to do a bit like what they do with what's going on with the men's division right now, of everybody's tied together. Everybody's got a reason why Drew could fight 3 different people, and he's got a valid reason for why he faces all 3 of them. You don't have that right now with the women's division. I think they're trying to force that without fully paying off other storylines that they'd already built. Like, we didn't get a full payoff between Tiffany and Nia, but Nia's already out here facing Rhea, and we don't know what's going on with Tiffany. Candace is just by the wayside. You're kind of connecting dots before you've finished the start of the dot, I guess.
Right, you have like you said, you got Rhea out here with Nia Jax, no real payoff with Tiffany Stratton. You got the women's tag team championships just kind of sitting on Bianca and Naomi, but I thought we were kind of going towards to where we could see other tag teams challenging them. I do know on Tuesday they will be there's some contenders for the title on Tuesday, but it seems like those two are in the main event scene really when they need to be hunkered down in the tag team division to actually make it, a division.
Yeah, you didn't get through A's, but you're already on C's and everything.
Right. So I don't know. It's looking a little murky there.
Right. Well, this may not be as murky as it appears here, but this is the main event, and Jey Uso versus Gunther. Real quick, who you got winning this?
I still got Gunther winning it. I would love to see Jey win it, and the huge pop from the crowd and just the excitement in the online community, right? Would be great for Jey Uso to win this title, but Gunther's winning this hands down.
This makes all of the 99.9% reason that Gunther should win this, but there's still that little bit of that 0.01 that could be a situation to where if Jey Uso, I think they'll bring us to the edge of believing that Jey could actually do it. You'll hear Michael Cole lose his mind. Go on, Jey, do it, pin him. And then Gunther will still end up getting the win. But it would be insane if Jey Uso leaves Saturday Night Main Event, and to see a huge title change on, like what you said, is kind of in between a PLE and a regular Monday Night Raw or a Friday Night SmackDown right now.
Yeah. It seems like it's like a glorified Raw and SmackDown, and not like it's like a big PLE like they were kind of saying the first one was. I thought the first one was great. No really big surprises there. But yeah, it's if any title is changing tonight, I think it's the IC title. But if they wanted to give it to Jey for a couple of weeks, man, that would be awesome for the crowd.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, speaking of the crowd, I guess we should say hi to the peoples as the list has gotten quite long. I don't know if you
Right.
want to start, if you want me to.
Oh, you can go ahead and start.
Oh, now I got to scroll. It's scrolling. Hi, everyone. It's like skipping to the front of the line and everything. But Wakas Khan, hi. This man was out here at 9:14 a.m. So of course I got to go to the front of the line. But shut up, my guy.
Right.
What up? Clay, what up? Odds, what up? Mega, what up? Sorry, it's going to be rapid fire, folks. Damien, what up? Eric, Wrestling for Life Buddies. We got Saturday Night Main Event. Yes, we do have Collision Homecoming, which we might keep an eye on. And yes, go Commanders, and especially with me and you, sir. Let's go Buffalo.
Yes, we need Buffalo to win tomorrow.
I'm going to lose my mind. That's why we're not going to be here live on stream, because I'm an ugly cry if we make it to the Super Bowl. Joe Shipley, what up? TJ, Roman, see money when it comes. Crash. Nah, it's not crashing down. It's been booed down into oblivion. Cherokee George, what up? Christian, what up? Mega Bonkers, Ian. Saturday Night Main Event is awesome nostalgia for an 80s kid. Yeah, I will ask this real quick, is I'll still rapid fire through some of these names, but should a Saturday Night Main Event try and get the Elton John Saturday Night's All Right for a Fight, just outbid Tony for it or whatever, Collision, you can go back to, the Pointer Sisters or something.
I think it'd fit better for Saturday Night Main Event for sure. To use that as a theme song, because Collision doesn't hit. Like I've watched Collision consistently probably since November-ish. And I think out of all of it, there's like one episode that I really enjoyed, and that was about 2 weeks ago. I think it was the first one of the new year that was really good. So yeah, they can switch that theme song and give it to WWE and Saturday Night Main
There you
Event.
go. They can have Crocodile Rock or something like that. But yeah,
Right.
Collision, in the words of Bob Uecker, just a bit outside. Jerome, what up? Big Dog, Roll Tide, Jose, Kyle. I got to try and say this like KJ, because it's KJ's favorite name. Daniel Barry Sports Highlights. What's up, everyone? Mike Rouse, Big Nick Energy. Pause. Don't ever say that out loud. MBB. KJ couldn't be with us. He is preparing for his match with Cody Rhodes. Absolutely. He's got to meet with his counsel for the contract signing.
That is true. Yeah.
Right. Phil, what up? Roman, Jordan, Alex. This is getting intrusive, my guy. But yeah, we do also have the super chats, the super stickers, 100%. If you want to make sure you get your comment read and everything, because as you can see, it's popping off already as we've been flirting around here with triple digits. Let's see if we can stay that before we go live here for
right.
But TJ again, Danielle, what up? Are you seeing any names I'm not seeing, sir?
Big Dog. Did we acknowledge Big Dog?
We got Big Dog. Big Dog's always in the house, and I'm sure he's got the three faces of Big Dog. But yeah, Western Proud, what up? Byron, Steven Elimination Chambers, we got you. Sean C, ABJ, Misfit, yes. Frank Reggiano, and yes, well, as I'm trying to run through all of these names, folks, I will remind everybody, as we got about 5 minutes before we go live, or for Saturday Night Main Event goes live. But we do also have the predictions title on the line. So we will prompt you in the chat. You'll see a chat message show up in the chat from the Wrestling for Life, YouTube page, everything, letting you know which match we're on. Drop your predictions within that time, and then we'll close it off about bell ring. And then if you're honest and everything like that, we'll tally them up, and you can, be the predictions champion for all of a week until Rumble, which, again, I think KJ said it on SmackDown, and I'll say it on this one too. Comment hashtag Royal Rumble on this video when we're done. Don't do it in live chat, because we're not going to remember it and see it that easy in the live chat. Do it on the video after it's live. Hashtag Royal Rumble. And we'll end up commenting a number under your name and everything like that. And that's how you get into the Royal Rumble, predictions, all that. You got a number.
I like that.
Yeah, well, you got 30 some odd people, 60 if you're doing 2 Rumbles and everything like that. Right. So, I mean, how many people trying to keep track of, I got, John Cena at number 27 and splitting up tiebreakers and everything. That's the easiest way to do it.
Yeah, no, I think that is the easiest way to do it. Royal Rumble is one of my favorite pay-per-views, or my favorite pay-per-view for WWE. I'm excited for next Saturday.
Fair enough. Yeah. Do you have a favorite of, I'll say, the big four, or a favorite that's not WrestleMania?
Um, Royal Rumble first, Money in the Bank second. That's why I never want the Money in the Bank pay-per-view to go away. I have so much fun for Money in the Bank. It's just an entire night of craziness. So Royal Rumble first, and then Money in the Bank second.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Hey, what up? Craig, if AWE wrestlers go to WWE, there will be enough TV time for them. A half-baked comment so can we give it a half-baked answer? Maybe.
Right. Seems like there's not enough TV time for the company they are in, but
Right. Matt's champion. What's good? I don't know if I
What's
like that
up?
name because y'all took Kin Soto from us and everything. But if I had to say one out of the big four, the big three, not including WrestleMania, probably SummerSlam. And that's more of a personal, like, that's like, I think the first pay-per-view I convinced my father to buy was SummerSlam 98 when they're at MSG and you had the fucking Hell's Gate come through and they were using, I'm on a highway to hell as the
Oh, yeah,
theme and
yeah,
everything.
yeah.
You had Austin versus Taker, the main event and everything. So, yeah, but I see what you're saying with, like, the Rumble is always insanity. It's always surprises. Same thing with Money in the Bank.
Yeah, the Royal Rumble was a pay-per-view I've always dreamed of going to. So getting that opportunity last year to go was excellent and just a wonderful experience. And then getting to see some TNA talent and Jordan Grace being there. So it was
Well,
like double the excitement, right?
I think you might see more than just Jordan Grace here when it comes to TNA talent this year. But
Right.
Bradley, what up? Apologize if I missed the name. Scott Rizzo, Spaz with a $10 super chat. Here, you can read this one now.
I
You
don't
can
know
see
because
what kind of name he calls us.
I see delicious in front of my name, but it's what's up, chat? Hope everyone's feeling the love tonight after delicious Tony and Sticky Nick are done with you. Bring your sloppy seconds over to Jake. Countdown ended. DeMarco on, I think there's YouTube. We got a post show waiting for you, and I put the waiting for you at the end.
Yeah, he's just on the thank yous. He's on the thank yous as you're delicious, sweet, subtle, succulent, all of that. Tony Rings, and I keep being Sticky Nicky for some reason. Even when KJ's not here, he's the KY to my Sticky, I guess. But yeah,
Right.
yes. Go out and check out Spaz and Don DeMarco. I feel like a smack battle with that, but yeah. It's the channel with more hair, more flair, yet so debonair, wrestling for life. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Like
That's might
that.
be one of your better ones, big dog.
Yeah, I like that one.
Right. Chops in Bills 31, Chief 17, as I should be starting right now with both shows right now, actually.
I still have coverage will begin shortly for
I
Saturday
refreshed
night.
and I have
I got the NBC logo.
now. Oh, so you're ahead, maybe?
I have now.
Oh, we'll get together. Let me know when you get together.
Okay.
I'm right there, and I'm getting the start of Collision as well, starting with the patriarchy. But yes, folks, we are syncing up. Okay, we are synced up. If you want to sync up with us as well, there was your cue. There was your moment. As I've got the giant WWE logo, as we've got Saturday Night Main Event kicking off and Collision Homecoming. We might keep a peek at it because Anthony wants to watch Deonna Purrazzo.
Well, I still can't get the screen to show. It's still showing a black screen with sound, and I even remoted into my desktop computer, and I get the same thing. So I don't know. It doesn't.
Tony done seen you being too excited for Deonna, and he's like, I gotta deny this man, Deonna. Polo Ryan, what up? I never heard anyone say they want Blaze and Ripley. What? If you all see the WWE live, they're doing right now. Again, I feel like that was like 3 parts of a sentence merged to one. Alan, why do you think NXT Superstars not transfer portal 2025 between Raw or SmackDown? I don't think we've seen it yet, and it's also still that's a bit more of a call up versus transfer portal. Did you go right to a commercial for Saturday Night Main Event?
No, I have Shawn Michaels actually backstage walking
Oh,
through.
fair enough. My thing froze and I had to refresh, so now I'm in a Northwestern Mutual commercial. Because now I've got Rhea Ripley.
Okay. Yeah, I got Rhea Ripley too, walking backstage or outside.
Nia. Right. So there we go. Me and Auntie are synced up. You could be synced up as well. Stoner Jesus made a bunt be with you. Capone, Keyshawn, the Dark OPZ. What up? What up? I like the fucking Seth Rollins made a fucking picture there. I got Jey Uso.
Yep, we got Jey Uso looking up at the poster.
Right. So
Yep,
we are
okay.
synced up, my guy.
Yeah.
Absolutely. AR1. And so going into this, we'll do a preemptive poll before we get to the end of this show. Out of 10, how excited are you going into Saturday Night Main Event? Ted DiBiase. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
So better laugh than Rika Jadakiss. Already,
Okay.
we're picking it
Now,
out.
that's a legend you
Ted
can have on the
DiBiase.
show. Excitement for Saturday Night Main Event. I'm at a 6 because I'm really only excited for that women's title match and the Jacob Fatu match. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna fight you.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I'm at a 6 because the first Saturday Night Main Event, it was okay. It wasn't like an 8 or 9. It was okay. So hopefully they can build better with this one and it actually turned out to be better than the first one, or the first one back, I should say.
Well, I think this is going to set more of the tone for what they're going to be. A bit like when we saw Monday Night Raw on Netflix, the first one versus the second one, there was a significant difference. But this is going to be what it's going to be more going forward. The first one was hyped up to how it's the first time back and we're bringing it back, nostalgia. So this is going to be more of what they are going forward. And this might actually outdo the first one.
I hope so. I hope that it outdoes the first one. I really hope they have man, I forgot his name.
Jesse
Man,
Ventura.
he was at the first one. He was supposed to do commentary, but he only
Jesse
did commentary.
Ventura.
Yes, Jesse. I'm kind of hoping that they have him do commentary the whole night. Like it was kind of cool.
Go down to the Baja. Is that what it is? You wanted Jesse Ventura out there. He's going to have to talk about Hulk Hogan, how he was supposed to be here. Yeah, I had to pull out the Jesse Ventura. He's kind of lost down there. He's out there in the Baja, but yeah. So we're kicking off with Saturday Night Main Event. Again, I saw some people 9 out of 10. Mark, Ted had trouble getting out. Yeah. Well, he'd been eating good as the $1 Million Man. Man's a little swole around the midsection. Yeah, we got Jesse. We got Jesse and Tessitore. And this man's got a Public Enemy hat on. Western down in the Baja jacket on, and one is got a regular t-shirt, a band t-shirt underneath it.
Yeah, that jacket is something you would see on Yellowstone.
That's what I was trying to think of. I couldn't think of the name.
He looks like he just got out the bed and said, "This is what I'm wearing today." And if somebody says something, then they can just say something.
I'm going to say this. We're 33 minutes, so I can halfway get away with this. If tell me you're on vitamins without tell me you're on vitamins, just look at Jesse Ventura's outfit right now with a Public Enemy hat on, Jesse's retreat shirt, and he's got, when you've got a host Saturday Night Main Event, but have a rodeo at 10.
No, that's exactly right. That's what it's given.
Canyon Arrow. TJ, what up? El $1 Million Muchacho. There you go. But yeah, chat, let us know how you're feeling about Jesse and Tessitore. Tessitore's been kind of the front runner. I feel like they're setting up Tessitore to be the next Michael Cole.
That's what it seems like. And I thought Corey Graves would be that person. To be like the next
I'm
Michael Cole.
exactly where I want to be right now. Yes, smile and wave,
Right.
smile and wave.
Exactly. And we're kicking off with the women's world title. Nia Jax coming down to the ring.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this in and out. Like, I'm excited for this one. I don't have to wait, until like 9 o'clock for this match.
Facts. This dual commentary is annoying. What dual commentary?
Yeah, I'm seeing folks in the comments saying they're hearing the Spanish audio on NBC. If you're watching on Peacock, there's straight English audio. So
yeah, no, so that's why everyone starts dropping everything in Espanol. Okay, I thought it was just we all going lucha for the night. No, everybody habla inglés over here. Yeah, I've got two. We've got McAfee and Cole on commentaries. I've got two heavyweight Samoans right now in the ring of Nia and Samoa Joe taking on Nick Wayne.
Yeah, I still can't see anything with
man, I heard you like Deonna Purrazzo. Well, how about no Deonna
exactly.
Purrazzo?
How about we just not have you watch? So
fair enough. So we'll focus on Saturday main event as we should. But yes,
I'm gonna still keep trying because I really want to see Deonna Purrazzo and win this match. So, but yeah, we'll focus
just for that match. He's going to do the JOB.
I don't know what's happening. I've never had this happen before.
There you go. I'm fluent in Spanglish, MDB, says Jose. Yes, I've got Rhea Ripley coming out.
Yeah, with a huge pop from the crowd.
Well, absolutely. She is 100%. She is the top female in this division and the top female in this company. She is the top female wrestler in pro wrestling. She's like we saw with Masha last year a bit. She's to me one of those that transcends being a female wrestler and is just a pro wrestler.
Absolutely. At this point, she transcends wrestling. Like I think you just said, she's on top of the world and really on her game at this point. So, well deserved for Rhea Ripley. Well deserved.
Right? Where's the poll? Well, I'll drop it in the chat. The poll master, is out there getting ready for his, contract signing. But I will drop it in the chat here real quick of who you got between Rhea and Nia. But yeah, poll master KJ's on a sabbatical this evening.
Yeah, he's getting ready for this big contract signing. Can he win?
He's got to go through a shirt collection of which one is going to be the most offensive to wear right now.
Can he win the WWE championship next week? And KJ be on stream Sunday night, with the title.
Yeah, well, just prove it 100%, or just it'll like slide into place right on top of his shoulder.
Exactly.
I honestly think there is a strong outside chance that Kevin Owens leaves the Royal Rumble as your world champion.
I would love to see it. If he won the title, that would be iconic for him to beat Cody Rhodes in that manner to win the title at the Royal Rumble.
Right. MDB, I'm gonna let you have this. I'm gonna click on it. I'm not gonna read it, but if you're watching on the tubes of you and the Twitch, you got it.
I don't even have it. I don't understand.
There you go. You didn't need it. It was funny, but hey, as Lillian out here with the old school, glass windows Saturday night main event. Now, why do they have two microphones if there's only her?
Right. Maybe they're just going, well, no, with the old school,
look at the
they still had one mic.
All I need is one mic. One. Shout out Nas is Nia with a headbutt.
Oh, Nia with a headbutt to Rhea.
My mommy for the win. Social distancing mic, yes. But yes, so I will close that up. There we go. She got it in. So first one out the gate. I guess we're both go. Are we both going for Rhea? I think you halfway going for Nia.
Oh no, I'm fully going for Rhea Ripley to retain. Ooh, nice DDT.
Ooh, and then the little running cannonball off the apron. Damn, whatever. Nice. Jose was up there. You got it in the chat. Like I said, KJ knows how to do the pose.
Yeah, we Me and Nick are dumb when it comes to this. So
He's the producer behind the scenes and everything. He's the Triple H of
exactly.
this. We're more HBK, you know. All that.
I can click around and maybe find it, but other than that, like, yeah, I don't know how to do the poll.
Yeah. Nia setting up Rhea in the corners. Joe. Did Joe already win over? Well, I can't ask you. You didn't. You can't see it. Anyways, I was gonna ask about Collision. I was like, this man can't see it. You ain't no help. Yeah. So Joe won.
I may have to go
Slow it
run
down.
and grab my tablet so I can see it. I know it
You're
won't be
fine.
black on there.
Saturday main events to focus here.
That is true. And Deonna Purrazzo is my focus too.
You can watch her later. Alexa Bliss will interfere. Jose, Nick, and Tony are about to roll in a TV set with a substitute teacher. Asshole. Now, do you want to watch Bill Nye the Science Guy or Magic School Bus? Those were always the two.
Those were always the two. I would just take Magic School Bus because at least it was a cartoon that was entertaining.
Oh, you didn't like Bill Nye the Science Guy? I'm in a commercial break on Saturday Main Event. Yeah, no, I fucks with Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill.
I mean, he was cool, but Magic School Bus, you know, it hit different a little bit. As I am
with the phrase, no way. Cruising on down Main Street, you're relaxing, feeling good. I know the whole shit, my guy. That's my jam. Bill, yeah, see pose out there, Bill. Nah, that's guys. We already on a tangent. Alrighty, this is what happens when you leave us unsupervised. Yes, as I'm in commercial break, I think we both are for Saturday Main Event. So
yeah.
Already, we've just got the start of Nia versus Rhea.
Yeah, we got the start of Nia versus Rhea. We went on commercial with Nia hitting a what is it? A Samoan drop from the middle rope on Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
So far, you know, it kind of started off fast paced with the headbutt by Nia Jax. So we'll see how this goes.
Well, you gotta come out here and get your mans with this one. Boston saying, "Welcome to Saturday Main Event, America's version of Crown Jewel."
Now, Boston, it's not that bad. We can't do America like that with saying it's Crown Jewel. It's not that bad. Come on, Boston. Change that for me, please.
Well, now the Rumble's gonna be, isn't it? The Rumble next year is gonna be out there in Saudi. So
yeah.
you're gonna have the women's Rumble looking like the Power Rangers.
That is true.
Mighty women, you mighty morphin women's division.
It's crazy that they're having the Royal Rumble in Saudi. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I guess I won't know how I feel until it happens. So
there you go. But Brother Fluff, Beekman's World was pretty entertaining. I never got that during school time, but yeah. I was getting Spanish commentators over my English commentators. Why that anybody else's problem or just me? No, Bashir. I feel like a lot of people got it, and it's even more proof why you just need to watch the show on mute and just listen to us. We got you covered, baby. We got you covered on all the action.
Exactly. I mean, Peacock is streaming just fine, though. We're not getting double audio, though. So
right. As back in action, Rio trying to chop down Nia, trading chop now.
Oh, got a knee to the face. She's trying to tie Nia off her feet.
Caught her. Oh, code red from Rhea Ripley. Duke out. Dos amigos. Dos.
That was nice.
And I do like that even we've got the refs going back to like the old school attire and everything. They've very much been changing up the ref, uniforms a bit here.
Yeah, I like the new look that they're giving the refs. It's not that old timey look with the the white and
the stripes, the zebras.
Yeah. Oh, Nia with a Samoan drop.
I was gonna say, well, that's just what she is, but yes. Leg drop. When's the last time you saw Nia hit a leg drop like that?
Right.
Again, off of Brett's rope, the middle rope, the most dangerous rope.
It's crazy how when it comes to Nia Jax, like how well she's improved from her first initial run with WWE to now. Like it's like night and day when it comes to Nia Jax.
I think it's what we saw, or what I'll say WWE saw. Oh, Rhea setting her up for a power bomb, grabbing her off the middle rope. Whoa. Into the cloverleaf. I thought she was going for the stupid, sexy Rhea pin. Oh, Rhea or Nia fighting out on the cloverleaf. But yeah, no, of Nia right now, I think, is what WWE saw in her versus what she initially delivered out the gate.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree there.
That's my thing froze again.
I didn't know how she was gonna get her in that cloverleaf though. Nia has some huge legs. I wasn't expecting that to
Big
happen.
thighs save lives, my guy. I'm now, I guess, boofering. So what do you have, sir?
I have Nia Jax dragging Rhea Ripley to the corner, trying to hit an annihilator. But I think, yeah, Rhea Ripley just got up and pushed her over the top rope. That's where I am at this point.
Rhea off the top onto the outside.
Yep, that's where I'm a tad bit behind you, but yeah, that's kind of where I am.
Fair enough. There we go. Well, mine buffered again for half a second, so I think you got me. But also for those watching along with, you also have Okada versus Commander in a non-title champion versus champion match, if anyone's concerned or bothered. Jose Nia Jax, Nia Jax out here.
Nia Jax, I like that name
actually. Stick Nia alive, save a lot, absolutely.
Oh, she was going for Riptide, and Nia turned it into a crossbody.
But that's the thing, is Nia has become the power bonsai drop, and she gets up. Doesn't even go for a count with it. Oh, Maria's grabbed the ankle. Nia going back up, but I was about to say, if Nia's become just this powerhouse, they've managed to make it work with, she's obviously the biggest, most powerful woman in this division. Just you look at her and it makes sense. So, electric chair drop.
Wow.
Nia was the MVP of 2024. I'd still say CM Punk's the MVP of 2024. He was over in two companies.
That is true. At one point, he was over at both companies.
Right.
I always say when it comes to Nia, she's like, Liv Morgan is the most improved too. But Nia Jax had an excellent 2024, no doubt.
Riptide, stupid, sexy, Rhea pin.
Riptide.
Where are you at, sir?
I just had the pin. So they're announcing Rhea as the winner.
You got the word champion?
Now I do.
There we go. Rhea Ripley. Yeah, so 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. The clear winner, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. That match felt quick. Did it feel quick to you? I mean, the commercials were very much involved in that, but yeah.
Yeah, the commercials were involved. It did seem a little quick, but I think I'm getting used to like watching the Netflix feeds of the shows, during the week. So, the matches seem like they're going on for like 15, 20 minutes. So this is kind of quick for me in a way.
Well, and I mean, I don't mind having 15, 20-minute matches when you've only got 4 or 5 on the card.
That's true.
You can get away with that. I don't need as they're showing Medusa dropping the war. That's a fuck visual to go to.
Oh, with Medusa
a little
being,
bit an interesting one. Yeah, well,
yeah.
Alundra Blaze there, and shout out Fluffy, Gabriel Iglesias right beside her. No love for Fluffy, but showing Mark Henry. But that's a crazy visual to me to go from showing Rhea Ripley, a women's world champion, to showing Medusa dropping your former women's world championship into a trash bin. Like that's a crazy
segue,
polar opposite thing. Mark Henry dapping everybody up because we're going right into Sheamus versus Braun Breaker. There you go. As I'm dropping it in the chat. Let us know, folks, who you got.
As I still try to click around to see if I can find the poll.
No, don't touch anything. Don't touch anything. Guy's gonna be mad if you break something. Don't touch anything.
That is true. That is true.
Man, he's gonna mess around and pull a Raven and almost run over the power cord and take us off the air. Don't touch anything. I'm dropping it in the chat. Click on the chat.
So the first time since 1992 the IC title is being defended on Saturday Night Main Event. That's a long time.
Yeah, well, it's also they fair to tell they won't tell you that this is probably the first time Saturday Night Main Event's been on the air regularly since 1992 as well.
Yeah, we had a short stint there, between 2005 and 2007 maybe, with Saturday Night Main Event, and then we haven't really seen it much anymore.
Every time I hear main events now, like just growing because of being like one of the ones that rode through and just was a diehard WWE wrestling fan of main event at one point was like not even the B or C show. It was like the damn D, E, F show and everything for a little bit. If you were, going off of, a main event, if you were just working basically the equivalent of a speed match right now.
Yeah. I don't know if you are on commercial, but I am.
Yes, I am, sir.
Okay, cool.
There you go. Damn, 1992, I wasn't even alive yet. Man's was just a twinkle in his daddy's eye.
Same here. A year later, I was born.
Oh, now you're making me feel old. Jesus.
Yeah, 1993.
I was the year of the Rumble. The Rumble was born, and I was the Rumble. I was the Thriller and the Manila out there. Yeah. Nick still can't set the time on his VCR either. Shut the fuck up, Jose. Yeah, but you might be right, but shut the fuck up. Last match was okay. How you feeling so far? We've one match deep. Saturday Night Main Event, my guy.
First match was decent. Kind of what I expected. Nothing surprising there. Still, was excited for that match. But yeah, so far we're charging on. I think after this is where we get kind of the banger matches, as Jobson says here. Right. With Sheamus and Braun Breaker. So yeah, we're charging along. 3 matches left in an in-ring segment. So
yeah. We got the big meaty men slapping me. Well, that's wait until we got Fatu versus Strowman here. But yeah. Now you got everybody out here just reminiscing over 1992. I was 5. I was 4. Sheamus for the win. That moment on Nitro in pro wrestling history belongs in a pro wrestling museum. What moment? What?
Oh, I think he's talking about the women's championship being dropped in the trash can. Yeah.
That's to me, that's a really big fumble across the board. That's when at times you do something for shock and awe and you don't realize in the long run how much that kneecaps yourself.
Yeah, it really, looking back on it, was in the moment, it was great, right? because you had that huge war with WWF and WCW. But looking back on it, it did hurt. It did hurt Alundra Blaze and Medusa a lot, you know.
Not even just her. I think it set back women's wrestling. Like, that's the thing is, when that happened, Vince was just, I'm done with a women's division. It set women's wrestling back fucking 5 years.
Yeah, the title was inactive for a while there after that happened. So yeah.
Yeah. No, there we go. GD Network. Which match is next? Yeah, I apologize if I had the Gunther Jey slide up the whole time we were watching Rhea and Nia Jax. See, this is what happens. This is why you don't click around, because Dad's not here. I was 11 in 1992. Alma 456, 1738. What? Breaking news: Commander replacing Corey Graves. Wink, wink. No. That was so like weird. Of instantly, that's the first thing he says. Of there's no place I'd rather be than right here. It's like, why the fuck you lie?
Right. We know you want to be on Raw or SmackDown.
Right. So Jesse's going to be on commentary.
Okay. Just keep this man on commentary the rest of the night.
No. There's Fluffy. Gabriel Iglesias with the most Walmart-y wrestling shirt I've ever seen. It's just the WWE logo as a button-up shirt.
Right.
No one owns that ever except for him.
I think we need to start acknowledging the green shirt guy too, because he's there every week. Just put a camera on him and be like, green shirt guy is here. So,
yeah. Also on side commentary, the fan cam is green t-shirt guy. As Braun Breaker's coming out. So again, folks, let us know who you're taking. It was already dropped earlier, so you still got the window open mightily wide because we had a commercial break. But who you taking? Braun Breaker, Sheamus? As I've got also Hobbs and Big Bill fighting in some backlot area here with trash cans and. Okay, this is straight out of like WCW NWO Revenge or some shit like that, of like a parking lot brawl of no one wins, but we just all get separated after we're throwing, garbage cans and gates of fences at each other.
Well, isn't that how most of the AEW matches end, with a brawl?
Yeah, but see, they were smart this time. They did it outside the ring instead of in the ring.
Okay, a little change.
It makes more sense doing it out the ring instead of in the ring. Like Big Bill got jumped with a backpack on. But Braun Breaker out here. God, this is a bold statement, and treat it as it is. Is Braun Breaker Goldberg light?
No, because because Braun Breaker can actually wrestle.
Well, I'm not talking modern day. I'm saying of like
the presentation,
like what? Well, just the presentation, the package, the pomp, the circumstance, the way that they built up Goldberg. It feels a reminisce a bit with Braun Breaker here.
When it comes to the presentation of Braun Breaker, you could say that, because he has that big field, that big fight field that Goldberg has. But other than that, he has nothing Goldberg has, because Goldberg didn't have anything.
Don't take Goldberg now off of what he was before. Goldberg was at one point the fucking lifeblood of WCW and everything. But I think
he still couldn't wrestle back then, though. I mean, he might have been like the lifeline, but he still couldn't wrestle, in my opinion.
He did what he needed to do. I think, though, I believe everything with Braun of it's real. You really believe like this man could hawk people from pillar to post. Christ, then you want to say he's Taz because he's wearing a singlet and he can suplex the shit out of anybody? We can go with that too, but.
Right, he can run the ropes and move the ring at the same time.
I've never seen anybody else do that.
Right.
Goldberg was him before him. Yeah, a little bit, but I still don't mind Braun. And I saw his uncle there, the big bad booty daddy, teasing being in the Rumble.
I did see that. I did see that. Oh, there he goes running the ropes. He is so fast.
That is wide receiver like speed. Don't say that, Michael Cole. He played a fucking fullback. Like, nah. Oh, Sheamus got him up.
He caught him.
Oh, dumps him over the barricade. And it's not the Steiner recliner, but it is kind of a recliner chair a little bit that he just hucked him into.
Right. Kind of face first into that chair.
Right. He went to the MJF Adam Cole Spray Tan Academy, though, with this, the Braun Breaker.
Oh, MJF and the spray tan. He has to lay it off.
He's the Cheeto man. He's the Cheeto man. He's just going to talk about how everything's huge. Everything's
exactly.
So great.
He's looking a bit orange at this point.
Right. You got a little citrus in him. Little citrusy. Burger after burger after burger. I saw Sheamus even talk about that whole moment of like, no, that's on me. That granted, they let me know like a week before, but yeah.
Yeah, because he said that he was supposed to return like a month or so, after that. Oh,
Sheamus jumps off the steps and then eats a spear
in mid-row. Like, bro, shoot.
We're going to commercial break after that fucking spear on Saturday Night Main Event, and on Collision, I have Adam Cole with fucking AJ Boom and all that, because we're bringing the boom. So, like, that's just such 1A. We are not the same.
I thought we were done with the AJs. I still don't know who he is, and I don't have the heart to
want to go to Costco. You don't want a chocolate chip double chunk.
I thought we were kind of done with all that, but
he had the best match of that pay-per-view. Him and QT. I am cold, baby, is the first sign that they show. Like, I took that as, yeah, Adam Cole is a little frosty when it comes to stories here, but I guess they're thinking it's about the weather.
The fall off of Adam Cole, though, I feel like has to be studied, because it's just, I don't know. It's not the same.
I still swear it dates back to when Karrion Kross went at him. Or no, it's actually he got cursed by Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross has been the curse of pro wrestling in 2025. Because it goes back to when you know what they have to do to make Adam Cole cool? Ring the bell. And now Adam Cole ain't cool.
That's true. He's no longer cool at all. Like, and then he came back injured, and I mean, he came back from injury, and then nothing really has happened. Like, he's just there.
Right. Spaz with a $2 super chat. I need Scotty Steiner to do a rumble by the number. Could you fucking imagine? That'll be the greatest segment of all time. And how they always do the like Royal Rumble by the numbers. And it's like 27 is the like luckiest number, blah, blah, that are all wrong and all inaccurate. If Scott Steiner was like, if you draw number 30, you got a 33.3% chance of winning the Rumble. Like, if he came out there and did some shit like that, I would love that.
No, that would be cool. That would be cool for Scott Steiner to do that. I like that. I like that idea.
It'd be such a fucking lovely goof as Shane Taylor Promotions out here in the front row watching. So we're getting Daniel Garcia, Daddy Magic, and Angelo Parker versus the Undisputed Kingdom of Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong. As we're in the commercial break on Saturday Night Main Event.
Yes, waiting for that match with Sheamus and Braun Breaker, which ended or had that commercial interruption with that big spear.
Right.
Yeah.
Philip Brown, Triple H is playing chess. Tony Khan is playing chess. All right. I mean,
Are you trying to say Triple H is playing chess and Tony Khan is playing checkers?
well,
Yes,
you can
he
both play
corrected
chess, but
himself.
just you can play it badly.
He did correct himself down
Yeah,
there at the
there you go.
bottom.
There you
Yeah,
go.
now we got it. But you can't just play. You can play chess badly. I'm not a good chess player. I still don't really understand the
Yeah, but
entire
see, Tony
game.
Khan to me is out here playing tiddlywinks. That's what it is. Is he's not even playing, checkers. He's not even on the same board, the same level. It's tiddlywinks. But yeah,
Right. He's playing connect the dots, or I think is
he's
that what
playing
it is?
Connect
Or
Four.
Connect Four. That's it. Connect Four.
Yeah. TK is playing chess, but horribly. Johnson letting us know we're back. Yes, we're back in the ring with Braun Breaker and Sheamus. I don't know if they're probably failed, but yeah, predictions closed, I guess. See, that's why Danny Spear. Yeah, predictions closed. You got an extended time. You got an extended car warranty with that. As we're replaying that spear, and that's just like you got caught out of midair. You came across the middle and just got blown up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just out of nowhere that spear happened. It looks like Sheamus is asking for more. He's saying, "Is that all you got?"
Well, it's Sheamus has become famous for those pictures of post match, where he's all beat to leather and everything with that. Beat to hell like leather is what I was trying to say, but I kept combining words.
Big knee by Sheamus. 1, 2, and a kick out.
Dos amigos, dos. What predictions are close? The predictions on this match, Jeebus.
Jesse was like, that referee looked like he went a little high on that third count. This is why this man has to be on commentary the entirety of the night.
Because he's just your unhinged grandpa out there talking about everything. That's the thing is, Jesse Ventura answers to no master. He's not good. If they don't bring him back next month or whatever when they do this, you can have that. That ain't what I'm mad at. So you can just say whatever.
Exactly. He can say whatever he wants. Oh, we got Sheamus pulling Braun Breaker over the top rope.
Well, I got a kick out after Razor's Edge.
Celtic cross by Sheamus. 1, 2. So they did just mention that he needs this title for the Grand Slam, which we did confirm earlier tonight, but Michael Cole just mentioned it on commentary.
There you go. But I got Sheamus picking up Braun right now on the shoulders. You there?
Yeah, I am there.
Okay. Celtic cross. I would still call it the Razor's Edge. Oh!
Ooh!
Power slam. Dos. Kyle, well, ask, the TNA expert there, do you really think Speedball is going to show up in AEW?
I never really believed those rumors of him showing up in AEW. I personally don't want him to go to AEW. I don't want him to go to WWE either. He wouldn't fit in. The man just runs the indie scene, and he's at 7 or 8 shows at one point. And
bring it, starter, and the straps are out here. Yeah,
looks like this is the end here.
Bro kick. Wow. And especially with that, do it. Pin him. No, foot on the rope. Last second, literally,
took forever to get to that
free foot on the rope. What's up?
I said he took forever to get to that pin. Like he was either going to kick out or put his foot on the ropes regardless.
Yeah, but I mean, he at least was selling of he was in the weaker position and then just had that burst of energy. So I'll give him that.
That's true. And Jesse is having a fit on commentary. He was like, that's a 3 count.
Well, K Marsh is out here saying, hey, Ventura has got to go.
man,
That
this man
kick
is
was
saying anything he
beautiful.
wants at this point.
Oh, what the fuck was that? Sheamus just randomly sold like a liver shot midway. Spear all the way back and forth. Ah, don't end it this way. That's slop. Ah.
That was kind of, I
Ugh.
don't know what was happening there.
It was good until like Sheamus was like midway of like cramp.
Yeah,
That's when it got
he was
weird.
kind of grabbing his
Yeah.
stomach there.
Yeah. He was like halfway through, like, oh shit, cramp. But like if you would have done that of what I think was initially going to be is Braun dodges the bro kick, bounces back off, hits the spear 1, 2, 3, but because of like the cramp, you know, it kind of just got the timing got off. It got a little funky,
Yeah,
clunky,
yeah.
weird.
Yeah, it was just a little, I don't want to say miscommunication, but it was like the timing was off close to the end. Still a great match. I don't want to say the ending ruined the match, but Braun Breaker retains.
There you go. There you go. But so does that mean no title change tonight? Because now the only other title change would be Jey
Right.
Uso. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Jesse is going at Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee had to back down. Jesse was saying if the call was made, you got to go with the call. And Pat was like, all right, Jesse, all right.
Hey, but that's an interesting pairing, first off. And it's surprising to see Pat even be like, all right, you're gonna have that. Oh, we got an HBK.
Oh, are we having the contract signing next? Which I think it would be perfectly placed in the middle of the show.
It makes the most sense right now. Well, and especially you're doing this. They are in San Antonio, Texas, by the way. So, you know, peripherally HBK's hometown.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. This is HBK's hometown.
Right. So I'll drop this real quick. Who goes through the table, folks? That is your prediction for this segment. Because honestly, when do you ever see a contract signing without someone going through a table?
It's very rarely where you don't see that happen.
Right. But there's that, and I will be right back, sir.
All right. All right, so it's just me. You guys got me for a little bit here as we got Shawn Michaels coming out to the ring for the big contract signing between Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens, which is going down. That match is going down next Saturday at the Royal Rumble. I do not have Collision up, so I can't give you what's going on Collision because it is giving me a black screen every time I try to load it. But I didn't finish the question about Speedball Mike Bailey. Okay, so going back to that original question with Speedball, Speedball fit in very well with TNA. I feel like in AEW that would be kind of a place to go for him because of his style of wrestling. But we've just seen over the past couple of weeks, couple of months, to be honest, that talent are unhappy with the way they're booked. So I'm scared if he goes to AEW, he just wouldn't be booked right. His style of wrestling to me doesn't fit well in WWE, maybe NXT, but the main roster, I don't see him there. And he just doesn't have the personality as well. He doesn't have the gimmick or anything of that sort to kind of make him stand out from the rest in WWE. I just would love Speedball to kind of run through the indie scene like he's been doing. He'll show up at 5 or 6 shows in one weekend. It's just that's what Speedball does. But if he goes to AEW, like I wouldn't be opposed to it. And that's exactly right, Boston. This is going to turn into Saturday Night TNA, but we are on commercial. We do have the contract signing coming up next, which I'm excited about. So I think this is going to be good with his contract signing. I think going to Boston's questions here, what does Shawn Michaels have to do with the feud? Nothing. I think they're just in his home state of Texas. And they just want Shawn Michaels to be there, right? So I think that's where it is, and my camera is a little blurry here, so hopefully I can clear it up. But yeah, I think that's the point of Shawn Michaels being here. Is there a ladder match tonight? No. So we have We have 2 matches left on the card. We have the world title match between Gunther and Jey Uso, and then we have the what is the other match? It's not an intercontinental championship match. We just had that. We just had that. We just had the women's world title. So there's one more match on the card. Maybe I can find it if I go through here. Let me see. Yeah, we got Braun Strowman versus Jacob Fatu. How can I forget about that? Because I'm kind of excited for this. So we still have that. We still have the world title match, and right now we are at the contract signing for the match at the Royal Rumble. So that's kind of where we are for tonight. So no ladder matches at this point. Um Cherokee asking how civil will this signing be? It's not going to be civil at all. Someone's going through the table, and if anybody is going through the table, I feel like the laws of wrestling has Cody Rhodes going through the table so he can retain at at the Royal Rumble. But we talked about and hinted earlier about Kevin Owens actually potentially winning at the Royal Rumble. I would love to see it. Don't think it's going to happen, but it is what it is. I like Spaz here defending me. I don't know what he's defending me from in the chat, but I like it. So Cherokee, he is watching Dynamite. He's saying that the Undisputed Kingdom has won. If someone would please just let me know the outcome. I'm still going to watch the match, but let me know the outcome of the Fatal 4-Way match that involves Deonna Purrazzo. The winner, I do know, faces Mercedes Moné for the TBS Championship. I don't know exactly when that match will happen. I don't know if it's on Dynamite this coming Wednesday, or at the Australia show later in the month of February. So I think that's happening tonight. So let me know, because I need to see if Deonna Purrazzo actually gets somewhat of a push, even though she won't win the title because it's Mercedes Moné. So I think we all kind of know that. As we are back from commercial and head to Saturday night main event, Kyle down here is asking what's my prediction for Braun versus Jacob. Obviously, Jacob is winning, right? I feel like Jacob has to win this match tonight. I think this is the time where, if the Bloodline 2.0 is kind of over, which that's what the rumors are showing, this is where you kind of push Jacob for two in that singles run here. Like I said, we are back to Saturday night main event. We got Ted DiBiase with the $1 Million Championship. They're showing him on camera right now. John C, I agree with you. Tonight needs to hype the Royal Rumble. Monday is going to do, if you guys don't know, Raw is here Monday. NXT is actually here Tuesday as well. So I think Raw is going to do a lot of hyping for the Royal Rumble as well. So I'm excited for that. I think Cody Rhodes will be at Monday Night Raw. It is in his hometown. It is in my state. So he's definitely going to be here on Monday as well. We got Hacksaw Jim Duggan in the ring too. Which, chat, correct me if I'm wrong here. I think Hacksaw Jim Duggan was the first Royal Rumble winner. Trying to dig in my memory here, but I think he is the first Royal Rumble winner. As they are showing a video package, or a small video package, for the Royal Rumble next Saturday, which is going to be good. Christian is mentioning the Spanish commentary. You think it's sad that WWE Spanish announcers Carlos Cabrera and Hugo Sanovich, I think I pronounced that actually right, won't be in the Hall of Fame because Carlos is in AEW and Hugo is in Lucha Libre. Doesn't mean they won't be in the Hall of Fame. They could be in the Hall of Fame later after their career is done as the commentary team. But it doesn't mean they won't ever be in the Hall of Fame. As we are back with Shawn Michaels in the ring. He has a mic. I guess he's about to introduce, Cody and KO here. So So Shawn Michaels is saying that he has one job tonight, and that is just to get the signatures of Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens, even though we know more of that is going to happen. Nick is asking, do we get Goldberg in Atlanta? I don't know. He was at Bad Blood. This is the year he is retiring. He's going to have one last match before he retires. Is this where you kind of set up a feud with Goldberg, and who his opponent is going to be? Could potentially happen on Monday, but I don't know. All right, so we got Shawn Michaels announcing Kevin Owens up first. And we got the ladder set up in the ring because at the Royal Rumble, it is technically a ladder match. They have to climb the ladder to grab, and they have to grab both titles. So they have to grab the WWE Undisputed title and the Winged Eagle belt as well. So they got to grab both titles to win the match at the Royal Rumble, according to Nick Aldis a couple of weeks ago. So I'm, like I said, I've said it multiple times tonight that I'm excited for this match going down at the Royal Rumble. John Cena versus Goldberg. As much as I don't like John Cena in his final year, I don't want to see John Cena face Goldberg. That's just me personally. But yeah, to each his own, right? MDB shouting out KJ by saying that's KJ walking towards the ring, which, you know, he will win that title next Saturday and bring it back to the channel. I give the first two matches a 7 for Nia and Rhea, 6.2 for Sheamus versus Braun Breaker. I was about to say Strowman. There's too many Brauns there. So I'm thinking you're giving a 7 for Nia. Is that right? Because then at the end you have 8.7 for Braun. I don't know. I think you're saying overall rating 7 for the two matches, a separate rating of 6.10 for Nia, and a separate rating of 8.7 for Braun. Tell me if I read that right, Roll Tide, because if I did, I'm smart. I'm just saying. Now we got Cody Rhodes. We got Cody Rhodes coming out. So we got the start of this contract signing. John C down here saying Cody sucks eggs shirts. I really want Cody Rhodes, and they kind of have. They kind of have moved Cody Rhodes away from the bloodline. Great, finally. I think so far with his title reign, this Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes feud has been the best. I did like his matches with AJ Styles. I don't think the feud was that great, but the matches did deliver. But this right now has been the best work of Cody Rhodes in his title reign so far. So that's kind of where I am with my mindset with Cody Rhodes. Drop it in the comments though. Who do you think dethrones Cody Rhodes as champion? Is it KO? Is it John Cena? Does Roman get the title back? I don't know. Those are just me just throwing out ideas here. But who dethrones Cody Rhodes as champion? Let me know in the comments. Frank down here, Cody is so bland, no, not much charisma, just my opinion. I can somewhat agree with that. I don't think he's totally bland, but I know I've seen people online talking about his character is like, you know, Cena in a way, you know, and I do see that. But Cody is slightly bland. I can give you that. I can give you that. Let's see. As we scroll through the chat. So we have Boston giving his first, saying Penta could be the one to dethrone Cody Rhodes. Christian says CM Punk. I would love to see a heel CM Punk versus a face Cody Rhodes. I want to see how CM Punk can really throw Cody Rhodes off when they have a promo battle, because obviously we know CM Punk is one of the best to ever do it on the mic. So having those two on the mic in a promo battle, I would love to see how CM Punk kind of throws Cody Rhodes off his game. Kyle saying John Cena throws Cody. We got Cody and KO going back to Saturday Night Main Event face to face, both holding the titles. Shawn Michaels has the mic kind of going over their feud in the feud, saying that he's enjoyed watching it, but he has one assignment, and that's for both signatures to be on that contract. All right, so he's turning the contract around. He was like, we just need to get this over with and sign the contract. But really, Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens haven't looked away from one another. We got Cody Rhodes' signature. Now we got to get Kevin Owens' signature. And I feel like this is not going to go well. Yep, he threw the pin down. So we got and now he's grabbing a mic. So he said 9 times out of 10, you say that Kevin Owens takes the easy way out. That's not the truth. He said he cared about the friendship more than Cody ever did. So Kevin Owens basically said, I stayed, you quit when things got tough. But Cody Rhodes interrupts him. Cody Rhodes is saying nobody came here to listen to you talk. We just need to get the contract signed. That's basically what we have to do here. So in so many words, Cody said that I just need you to sign the contract so we can get to my match at WrestleMania, who I'm defending the title against. So he's just walking in saying I'm winning this match at the Royal Rumble.
Speaking of just walking in, but yes, how we doing, sir? How we doing?
We doing good so far, as we got Nick returning during the contract signing here.
Yeah. Well, I really like this. I like Cody sucks eggs. Shout out Terry Funk. Shout out Eddie Kingston, who's paid tributes with that. That's the famous Terry Funk versus Dusty Rhodes shirt of Dusty sucks eggs. So yeah. But this is so, and this has been some of the best stuff with WWE of their heels feel justified. They, who very clearly is supposed to be the heel, but it makes sense. Like they have a valid reason as to why they're upset. Not just, will you be my friend? No, you screwed me over. You did this, you did that. You paired up, you teamed up with the guy who was out there taking me out while you were out there just gallivanting, doing this, that, and the third.
Right. No, I agree with you. And as Shawn Michaels might have made a mistake here and told Kevin Owens that he sounds jealous. Kevin Owens is like, what did you just say? Like,
I'll make you eat a stunner too, old man. And you mentioned this a bit with people saying how Cody seems a little stale, a little bland, a little milquetoast and everything. I think it's Cody hasn't had anyone you feel could actually beat him until Kevin Owens.
It's true. I kind of agree there.
Like, will lose his smile.
Ooh, Kevin Owens just said that I think you're jealous, Shawn Michaels, that I brought more prestige to this title than you ever could.
Right. Oh, contract falling. I don't know if that was meant or not, but Kevin just slams it to Shawn's chest. I'm waiting for Shawn to just super kick KO.
Just super kick everybody and call it a day.
I just kicked Stan.
Shawn
What are
Michaels.
you can't hang him now. We're not doing the Rumble in San Antonio. What are we doing? Yeah, he's gonna hang him. That was ceremonial at best. What? Could Cody or whoever could, when they win this, is this the way to bring back the Winged Eagle and we just transition to that? And now, much like when we had, what was it? It was Cena and Orton, and when you had the WWE title and the Undisputed title, and they kind of merged it together, and you can kind of pick which design you want. Could we go back to the Winged Eagle or an amalgamation of the Winged Eagle?
I feel like it could be like a new iteration of the Winged Eagle. I think they could do something like that, make it look more modern for Cody Rhodes, because if Cody Rhodes wins, I should say. But they can make it look more modern.
More Canadian for Kevin, I guess, is what you were trying to say there too.
So they're hanging the titles above the ring at this point. Shawn Michaels has a mic. I think you might be ahead of me again, but I can kind of fix that when I take my pause.
You're good. You might need to do that, but yeah, no. I have the terrible thing of the peacock keeps cutting out or keeps buffering. Meanwhile, Collision has been oh, now HBK getting into stunner. Oh no, super kick. Shawn Michaels was about to be the one going through the table, but it's super kick now. Shawn setting up with the sweet chin music on KO. Music.
Ooh, that was a nice kick by Cody.
That hat got ran over by a semi before Shawn wore it.
So, big
HBK chant. No one threw a table.
No one threw a table?
So far. Yeah, well, as now I've got the Hounds of Justice here, Devil Dogs, what have you, with Buddy Murphy and Brody King and Julia coming out. The Hellhounds.
Yeah, they just kind of kicked Malachi Black to the curb from that promo on Dynamite this week. They're like, get out of here. We don't want you.
Yeah, but when have you seen them do, like, any company do like 7 promos against like one wrestler? Like, you don't need him.
I've never seen it. I have never seen it.
So Pat and Michael again, no Jesse. Jesse sauntered off.
Come on. Unless he comes back for the main event. That would be nice if he came back from the main event.
He's going to come back for Jacob versus Braun. That's where we're getting next, by the way. This is just reinforce the ring, batten down the hatches. This is the irresistible force meets the immovable object type of thing.
Right. This is going to be, I hope that it's a good match.
Oh, I think it will be just even on the fucking calamity and everything. If I'm seeing every goddamn table broken, barricades broken, this is, like I said, batten down the hatches. Like Jacob said, this is Godzilla versus King Kong. No, because I'm both of them.
Right. Well, I'm going to leave you guys with Mr. Nick for a little bit here.
There you go. Actually taking a pause for the cause. There we go. Oh, struggling. There we go. Now we got it. Absolutely. Yes. As I'm getting the hype up video right now for Braun versus Jacob. And I've also got the Gates of Agony versus the Hellhounds, the Hounds of Hell in the ring right now. And again, they're showing the tail of tape. 6'8" versus 6'2", 355 versus 287. We're going to neck size, bicep size, chest size, shoe size. 16E. What the is an E? But yeah. This is Colossus of the Titans here. This is 100%. Again, Jacob Fatu, I feel like you could put him in a match with anybody and you're excited to see it because it's Jacob Fatu. And there's even a bit of the reason I feel why Braun Strowman's coming out right now and Jacob's coming out second. I think Jacob wins this match. I think Braun is still going to be a fucking Colossus. Maybe, actually, now, speaking of Colossus, Omos done with Noah heading back to WWE. He says maybe shows up in the Rumble. But, yeah, coming up next, we've got Braun Strowman versus Jacob Fatu. As I was getting Braun's entrance as we go to commercial break. Big meaty man slapping meat. Absolutely, 100% Scott. And I don't, maybe not the best segue to this, but I'll segue to it this way anyways. But 100% be a friend, tell a friend. There's nobody out there covering wrestling like we do. 100% often imitated, never replicated, never duplicated. We do what we do because other people can't do what we do. We're back at it like a jackrabbit. There we go. Slots. Yes, we're back at it for Monday Night Raw. Again, no one wants to see me ugly cry whether the Bills win or lose tomorrow versus the Chiefs. I'm going to be emotional, but we're back at it for Monday Night Raw, Tuesday at NXT, Wednesday at Dynamite. Thursday, I believe we're going through the Royal Rumble predictions and everything because we're just a weekend away. We're just a week away from the Royal Rumble. So absolutely, if you haven't done so already, be a friend, tell a friend, spread the good gospel. You're being a bad friend if you aren't spreading the word of wrestling out there. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit the bell notification so you always know when we're popping up live. And always, we got all the little emotions and everything like that. The little emojis you can hit, the 100s, everything. And we're still big things popping, little things stopping. We got the Twitch, we got the merch store, we got the Discord, we got the Twitters, we got Blue Skies, Threads. We got anything for your social media and your wrestling needs. Trust me, because starting to see that, certain avenues on wrestling, starting to become a bit more untrustworthy. I'll leave it at that. But yeah. Appreciate everybody watching with us. We got 90 people. Let's see if we can get this back up to triple digits. We've been flirting with it. We've been tiptoeing by the window with triple digits. So let's see if we can do that. Braun for the win. Michelle saying nothing much. Did Nick telling me to hit the emotions? Yes, get all up in your emotions. 100%. I do that on a daily basis. Yes. E is what you're saying when Braun Strowman steps on you. Facts. What about you, Christian? Jacob for the win. What's up, Jake? Well, it's Nick and Anthony. But yes, I appreciate you. I don't know if I dropped it, so I'm gonna re-drop it again. I might have already done it. I'm gonna scroll up real quick to make sure I'm not doing double busy work. But yeah. I'm gonna drop it right. Yeah. I'm out here sounding like Tama Tonga, so I'll drop that in the predictions right now. So again, we've got the predictions title on the line. I'm going to prompt you, the pole master there. Pause. KJ's on a sabbatical for the evening and everything. But yes, I will drop who you got in this match. Whether you got Braun Strowman, whether you got Jacob Fatu. And that'll, give you a point or not towards the predictions title. Alexander Fatu suck. What? Nah, we've seen the video when people say stuff like that to Jacob and, how he responds and everything like that. So, I don't know. Use your words wisely when it comes to this man. Because, yeah, he's like the second coming of Ming out here. I don't know if I'd want to mess with him on any type of thing. If he's really living the wrestling for lifestyle. That's who we need to get on here for an interview is Jacob, because that man is real authentic all the way. There we go. As I'm dropping in the chat right now. So again, if you get and again, we are also on YouTube and on Twitch, so be a friend, tell a friend. But yes, if you get your predictions now, after when I dropped it, or if I might have dropped it before, but either way, you get your points. And then when it comes to the ding, the bell ring, I'll close it off and If you got it within that time frame, you're good. If not, sorry you missed sorry about your damn luck, James Storm. Yes. As I'm still on commercial on the Peacock, and I'm in picture on Collision with Homecoming. Fatu wins, says Jimmy. Jacob, Braun, my favorite wrestler. Fair enough. KJ is our pole bearer. Yes, absolutely. Does that make me Kane? Oh, got the mask. Oh, you ain't never been in a ring with not nobody like me. Jacob is so good for a fucking promo. Jacob Fatu is WWE's Eddie Kingston. If you fucking believe every goddamn thing this man says. Know what I mean? Fatu. And he's got the same, bouquet, lay and everything that Jay had when he was coming out. Or no, it was Jimmy actually. Yeah, it was Jimmy when he was taking on Jay. But yeah, we've got Tama and Jacob coming out right now. And again, Jacob Fatu, you just feel is a guy that is a star waiting to explode. But Spaz, thank you for the $5 super chat. So what was the alteration in the contract? Also, we already tried a zombie apocalypse. So is an alien invasion our only hope for world peace? Oh boy. There's a bit to unpack with that. Maybe that might be a Bacon Club, a members only stream, which become a member, folks. But yes. To answer the invasion angle, yeah, all that. But yeah. I don't know what alteration was made to the contract. Maybe we got a special guest referee, what have you. Well, no, it wouldn't make sense. Get a ladder match. What alteration would you make to a ladder match? You got to take down both titles instead of one title? Yeah. Everybody, Fatu, new intro. Does he have a new song? Well, there's been the rumor that, it's no longer going to be the Bloodline or the Bloodline 2.0. But yes, predictions about to be closed, folks. So get your last seconds in of who you got. As Jacob out here with the wolf pack, tribal werewolf out here. As again, very fitting, both men. The bulls lock horns. You go right into a collar and elbow tie up. And this feels so much with the vintage style, the vintage ropes, the turnbuckle pads. It feels very much that, 80s, WWF style Saturday Night Main Event if you're watching two powerhouses lock up here. Both of these guys are gentle giants outside. Yes. Jacob Fatu, the real tribal chief. Is he the linear tribal chief? Jacob is the star, absolutely. As Jacob's knocked out to the outside. Damien said, I'm so hyped for this match. Absolutely, goddamn Luli. This to me is your main event you're looking for. The second they set this match up, I'm instantly interested in Saturday Night Main Event. Like we might know who's with Tope con Fatu. As Cole, we're about to go on a commercial break, but Cole's even saying there's no way a man his size should be able to move like that. That ain't even that impressive. This man's out here hitting, prettiest moonsaults ever, like he's Tiffany Stratton. So don't you worry, don't you wait. But yeah, the second they announced that match between Braun Strowman and Jacob Fatu, sign me up for a Saturday Main Event. And there's still so many other matches that you could do with Jacob. There's the outlying theory that you do Jacob versus Roman at some point. I know KJ's all, maple syrup in the bridges over, the idea of a Kevin Owens versus a Jacob Fatu. You just put him in there with any kind of real powerhouse. It works so goddamn well. Jacob Fatu wearing the hoop, but what? I digress. Jacob's moonsault is prettier than Tiffany's. Whoa, but is Jacob prettier than Tiffany? There's the question. Yes, folks, I am in commercial break as the Hounds of Hell Buddy Murphy and Brody King pick up the win on Collision. Yes. Jose, right? See, money. I miss the days when wrestlers were outlaws who partied all night. Yeah, but I think rating some of that abandoned has done wonders for the pro wrestling business and their personal lives, I'll say. As oh my god, it's MDB and KJ's wet dream of we've got AJ and the Boom out here. We've got, and getting Big Justice with Harley Cameron. So we've got social media on social media out here. I love you, Jacob Fatu. And I like that we're moved past now from just the I love you solo. That now we actually see, Jacob out there cutting these promos and everything. And he's so good on the mic. And you believe every bit that he's saying of, I'm off the scale with it. I'm that raw and cooked with it. I'm that straight gas, no breaks with it. This man's out there spitting bars out there, just getting hyped, just getting Tama Tonga hyped for a match, let alone his own match. Harley Cameron and Big Boom, AJ and Big Justice are must-see TV. I knew it. I called it, of course, MDB out there. Excited for that. I don't get the Harley Cameron hype. It just might be me, but I don't get what it. Yeah, all gas, no breaks with it. Man's out there spitting bars. You can have that. That ain't what I'm mad at. We love you, Jacob Fatu. Absolutely. Alexander Fatu can't see anyone. Oh, Jacob Fatu, John Cena. Oh, maybe, perhaps. It's going to be interesting to see what Cena on this last run of if he, does a good bit of jobs or how many, who he goes over and when. I vote for Godzilla. Yeah, well, according to Jacob, he's both of them. He's Godzilla and King Kong. So either way, you're picking Jacob. This is still, and I don't know how I feel about the commercial breaks, like a minute or so into the match. Like we're just starting to get going. Commercial break. Didn't you have a commercial break during the entrances? Like you can't go a little bit longer with that. Oh, we're back in action. Excuse me. As Jacob in charge over Strowman. And soon we'll have Zilla Fatu. Zilla Fatu still seems a bit, later than current, I feel. I don't know what to make with him. He's one of those he's still a prospect and still has, I think, some rough around the edges he might need to work out. But yeah. Zilla Fatu, hello. He's a manga and he can talk and fight. Yeah, no one's denying that Zilla is great. Trust me, there was a point to where it was Zilla and Jacob as a tag team on the independents, and they were phenomenal together. I just worry if Zilla, like I said, might still be just a little too young, a little too rough around the edges, still just fresh into the game a bit, I would say. No, Zilla Fatu is the same type of career as Jacob. Again, I'm not arguing that. I'm just arguing that he might be too much of a rook, that you need to let him little C-zone as Braun Strowman firing up the Express is that hairline going away, my guy. But Strowman just splashing Jacob into the barricade. Nah, we got to get somebody going through that barricade as we're winding up the van again. Yeah, somebody's got to go through something. You can't just into the barricade. You got to go through that barricade. Oh, as he just sends Jacob up over the table. Again, I want something to break. I'm out here like Limp Bizkit. Just give me something to break. Oh, but Strowman Express winding up again. And Jacob just Samoan drops this man onto the ring, onto the announce table. Did the contract count towards the record? Yes, I threw it out there. Everybody got a 0 on that because no one went through the table. So it ended up being, a miss, ain't for nothing with that. Yeah. Everybody got a free that was your bingo, free home spot there. I haven't seen Braun Strowman move this nimble in a minute. Well, I haven't seen Braun Strowman move in a minute. Yeah. Shake him with the Samoan hips into the corner. A dump truck, says McAfee, as I got Thunder Rosa squaring up with somebody backstage. She looks like a villain in a Blade movie. Bonus round. Yeah. Bonus round. Hey! Anthony's missing in the Vendetta coming out right now. So we're getting Deonna Purrazzo with Taya Valkyrie, who have both been booked to Oblivion and both should be unhappy in AW. But Jacob, again, just all the hip thrust, all the hips. He's out there trying to prove whether Samoans have harder hips or harder heads. So the official's stepping in. So then if the official is stepping in, then it should be he cannot compete. As Jacob says, that ref. Again, just skull shot after skull shot. To me, if the ref is stepping in to saying stop, don't do that, then it's out. He's over. He can't do that anymore. So the ref calls for, are we getting a no disqualification and no contest? Are we gonna get a second nothing? I think Dale OG might just win this because everything might be a no contesta. As I got Deeb out here looking like Serena Deeb needs to wrestle in goddamn New Japan because she's out here coming out like, female Tanahashi. But Jacob grabbing a chair. So again, I don't know if they said a decision on the victor. I think we just rang for the bell. 3-0 DQ counts. Well, I guess if you picked nothing, if you called it, but I'm surprised at this. Well, yes and no, because you keep every guy looking strong. That man just can plant him with the steel chair. But you keep everybody looking strong, but it shouldn't have even been the second the ref stopping him of saying, no, you can't take anymore. The match is over then because that's a no contest. That's a referee stoppage. And Jacob out here just looking like a fucking... He's looking like more of a hellhound than what we saw on Collision and everything. He's looking like a goddamn unhinged savage and everything. The man's got drool dripping down the beard. Trust me, as a long-bearded man, and especially a dark-bearded man, sometimes you get that good sleep, you end up drooling all that. But yeah, this man is just on hinge and just destroying. This is, again, this ain't King Kong versus Godzilla, because I'm both of them. I'm off the scale with it. I'm uncooked, unfiltered with it. Yeah. Did Braun Blade? No, he's just pop-up moonsault. Prettiest Samoanist moonsault ever. Jacob just, oh my God. This is mucho bello of you have established Jacob Fatu is your top monster, your top threat, your scariest motherfucker you've got on the roster right now. This man is up there. Grill, dreads, beard, drool, fucking moonsaults, taking out Braun Strowman and everything. Security's having to come through and still can't stop him as he hits the moonsault again. And Strowman might have bladed. Is he just internal bleeding? Are we doing this? Or he's oh my God. They're setting up. If this man's just, he looks like he's got a goddamn chest burster coming out of him. As the crowd's just deafening Fatu chants. This is how you make a monster. God damn. Just again. And he's still going back. You can't stop it. The security sucks. Fire all of this security because he's going up for a third. A third. Oh my. Now I want to see Jacob Fatu versus Bronson Reed. I need this. I need this right now. I need Tsunami versus prettiest Samoan moonsault ever. Yes. God damn. I don't know what else to say, but mucho bella, mucho. Yeah, and Strowman, I don't know. Did he get a bloody nose? He's got around the eyes. He's got the nose. He had it on his chest. Just wow. And I thought they were going to go through all the barricades, all of this, all of that. And instead, no, Jacob just dog walks Braun Strowman. He sat there and to the ref had to stop it. I don't even know who technically won that match. Everybody gets a win with that because that was just fantastic. But everybody down. Bell rings, and we again just destroy. Mucho better. Mucho better. As we go to John Cena, hyping up the Elimination Chamber. Boo Fatu. No, you're supposed to boo him, but everyone was cheering that man. Fatu was a badass. Speaking of a badass, you can do it. There we go. Yeah, speaking of a badass, how you doing, sir? You missed the making of a monster.
Oh, I didn't miss it. I watched as much as I can, but I should say. Yeah, that was a massacre. That was a massacre at the end. How many times did he hit that moonsault? Like 4?
Three.
And Braun looked like he was bleeding, from the mouth.
Yeah, where did that come from? He just was not, he was fine, and then all of a sudden he was doing the Papa Shango, coughing up blood and shit.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from, but yeah, we just saw a making of a huge monster in WWE at this point. That was crazy.
You heard of the Dream Team? Well, we're the Monstars. If I hit him
exactly.
You hit him low. That, and again, it's so crazy to me that I thought it was going to be the ring might buckle. We're going through this barricade. We're going through that barricade. And instead, you have the ref stopping it of like, he can't take it anymore. Your thighs, your hips, your gluteus maximus is too powerful for this man. We have to stop him, and then still gets chucked out, still ends it. I don't know who technically won the match. I just know it stopped.
Yeah, we don't know who technically won. It stopped, and then it was like 20 hip attacks that he hit Braun Strowman with. Like insane there.
Right. MDB, I thank you. That's not the line, but I'll let you have it. Thank you. I know. I didn't hit the cue. I didn't hit the mark. Yeah.
Just like, yeah, we got a big star in Jacob Fatu, a big monster here on Jacob Fatu tonight.
Well, and it's crazy to think of how built up Braun Strowman was. He's the monster among men. He's the man that held the tag titles with a small child and everything, and now just got laid to waste by Jacob Fatu. Got literally dog walked.
Yeah, he literally got dog walked on. Like they just threw him out. Like, we don't need you anymore. That's what Jacob just did to Braun Strowman. So this I need to see a follow-up to this. I don't know what we do after this, but I need to see a follow-up to this. That was amazing.
I don't know if I see a follow-up in the sense of, does he go towards a Roman? Does he go up the card or anything like that?
Yeah, not a follow-up to Braun Strowman. Like, how do we follow this up with his career path at this point? Like you said, do we go to a Roman? Do we go to, dare I say, Cody Rhodes? Where do we go next with him?
Well, I know KJ again gets all hot and bothered of the idea of a Kevin Owens versus a Jacob Fatu match and say that's for the world title. Ooh.
Yeah, that would be great. We had the stare down of Jacob Fatu and Braun Breaker just a couple of months ago. That's something, that we can pull out and see with that match. So I don't know.
I see champion Jacob Fatu. I can believe it.
Oh yeah, give him the IC title or the United States title.
Right. Fatu giving the big push. Absolutely. That was a star making. They were literally cheering this man. He destroyed Braun Strowman, who's supposed to be the babyface, and everyone's Fatu.
Right. And I think someone said in the chat, like, the crowd is fickle. Because I think at one point they wanted Braun Strowman, but
We got Arn and
we
Tully.
do.
Do they chant your daughter's something?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Fair enough, but yeah, we got Arn the Enforcer and Tully out there, which I think we might see more Tully on TNA as well. I saw he filmed some stuff. But a Jacob versus Oba match, holy shit! That's the immovable force meets the irresistible object.
Yeah, Jacob versus Oba would be great. Jacob versus Moose, like that's even something.
Moose gonna get hurt real bad.
You think Moose will get hurt real bad?
Oh, Moose gonna do the JOB.
I can see that. I can see that. Moose kind of could get run over by Jacob in that match.
Braun Strowman just got ran over. Stood in the line of a fucking freight train. As I got Tessator and Jesse again, your favorite.
Jesse Ventura. Yeah,
right?
he's been on a roll tonight on commentary.
Yeah, we got Glock Anderson and Tully out there, the Brainbusters. As we're hyping up the Royal Rumble, as I feel going into this, and it's becoming more and more of a thing. I feel going into Rumbles of I don't know who's going to win. I have a strong inkling. I have a prediction, but that's about it.
I think last year might have been where you could kind of predict who was going to win. We had Cody and Bailey win. I felt like Bailey was going to win. And I think CM Punk was initially the winner or was going to win. I don't know. I don't want to get into rumors, but we did have Cody Rhodes win the Royal Rumble. This year, it's just I don't know. I can't give you a clear winner of who could win both. It's really the best option I can give you for the women. I can see Io Sky winning. But other than that, I can't even exactly say Io Sky is taking this because I just don't know. It's wild. And for the men, I mean, you just got so many intertwining storylines. It's just you can't choose one.
Right. Strong English. You may need to get that checked out. I will seek my local medical professional. Do you guys think the Winged Eagle belt or the Winged Eagle title is going or staying? I hope it stays.
If it stays, I think it'll be a different, iteration of that title.
Right.
Make it a little bit more modern.
How do you feel, as they just brought it up, of I Show Speed will be live streaming pretty much unprecedentedly at the Royal Rumble? We'll have access to everything. I guess we'll just be live streaming his entire experience of being at the Royal Rumble.
First, I need to know who I Showed Speed is.
Good question.
But
Logan Paul,
the live streaming part, I mean, I think that'd be cool to see the backstage kind of area and things of what he'll be getting into at the Royal Rumble. But someone's gonna have to, bring me up to speed of who I Show Speed is.
Kai Cenat, just not Kai Cenat.
I don't even know who Kai Cenat is.
Fair enough. Well, I tried, but so I'll say this as I've got Jey Uso come out of, I think it's a big thing in the aspect of you're going to get a lot of eyes that don't watch WWE into WWE then. Beyond that, yes, thank you, MDB. I Show Speed as a streamer. I would hope he's a streamer if they're offering for him to stream Royal Rumble. Tends to go hand in hand. But yeah, I think WWE's just got a shit ton of momentum right now. And you're going to use every social media avenue that you can to just keep funneling people in. Like, you're going to have everything with the Royal Rumble going on top of big surprises, on top of this, on top of that.
Yeah. I think even with the move to Netflix, like I've seen people on Twitter who never watched Raw before or WWE are tuning in to Monday Night Raw. It's a whole new, era for WWE at this point.
Right. I like this juxtaposition of Alex. He must be a chump like Logan Paul. Well, he is, But also remember he was at WrestleMania in the Prime Bottle that got RKO'd by Randy Orton. Was I Show Speed?
Oh, that was him. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
again, such relevancy. But yes, I Show Speed has 35 million subscribers. We'll tell them to come over this way. We're trying to just get to 7K. We'll get there. But yes, absolutely. On YouTube and Twitch, he's huge. Yes, and I get it of granted, I don't like him as a personality. That's my own personal take. But I do get it's a big thing of getting influencers involved with WWE, which online is brought with interest and to a detriment of you get a lot of other people that get, salty spittoon about that.
Yeah, you do get the online, kind of chatter about streamers being a part of WWE in a way. But I do believe, it brings new audiences to the product. And I think that's the whole goal at this point, is just trying to bring new eyes to the product. I don't have a problem with streamers being a part of it. Sorry, I did not know who I Speed is. I'm sorry, I'm not.
I Show Speed.
I Show Speed. Like I live in a one corner of the world, and that's kind of where I stay. So I don't know much of
y'all don't like
anybody.
Big Boom AJ, y'all don't like Speed. Who do y'all want?
I didn't know
Actual
Logan Paul
wrestler.
until
How
I didn't
about
know
that?
Logan Paul until he showed up on WWE television. So like I literally live in one corner of the world and stay there, and I like it. So
Yeah, give me actual wrestlers. How about that? Promote the actual wrestlers. Make the actual wrestlers as big as that. But I get the whole thing with it. It's the same thing a bit like when Bad Bunny, think about with Bad Bunny showing up was groundbreaking in its own aspect. And now that's like passe. Like now that's been there, done that. Now you're going to have literally, huge content creator that may or may not have a huge wrestling fan base that's now going to have everyone paying attention to WWE.
yeah, absolutely. And I think, like I said, like that's the whole goal, is just to get people more tuned into WWE.
Right.
And I think they tried TNA tried that early last summer, but it didn't work out with some of the streamers. But that's just the whole goal, is to get more eyes on the product.
Yeah, and not for nothing, they are doing what they're doing, but it might just be an age gap and attention span gap of I'm not more excited because I Show Speed is there, but I get why it's a thing that I Show Speed is there.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right. As Spaz with a $10 super chat. Who's your fave AW guy? Takeshita. I tried to read that. You can read that one. Tommy with the itchy knee. The old schmucks. Brokeback emo cowboy. Well, the Hangman shirt is just Drew McIntyre now. The alien, the dinosaur, the zombie, the needle dealer, or the fruit. What the? That was a whole lot to unpack in one comment.
The only one I got was the first one, which is Takeshita. Speaking of AEW, I did see a clip of Tony Storm turning back into Timeless, I think. And then there was a new match added to the Australia show. Yes, Camille is still with AEW. She'll be facing the new wrestler that just came in. She was in the gauntlet match for the number
Megan Payne.
Megan Payne.
She'll be big hoss women, big women energy. But yeah, is that a subject to appearance, match? Because Megan Payne obviously still does stuff with like GCW, etc. And Camille, she might be more Captain and Tenille than Camille, I feel, with this. So is she going to show? We'll see. Well, and that whole card, we don't even know when it's going to air at this point, because it was going to air at 8:00, but we've got the NBA All-Star Saturday Night going on then. So we might be out here potentially at 2:30 in the morning watching AW Grand Slam, which was initially sold as a pay-per-view, but instead as a TV show, but we're going to air it at 2:30 in the goddamn morning on the East Coast. What?
Right. Well, I didn't even know it was airing at 2:30 in the morning. I thought
That's
they were
alleged. That's
recording it.
allegedly.
It's alleged because I thought they were recording it and replacing it with Collision that night, but I don't know. As we got the start of the
Allegedly.
main
Well, they
event.
air with Collision because they're going to have the NBA All-Star Saturday night. You got the 3-point and the
Oh,
dunk contest at the same time on the same channel. They didn't
ah,
think it through.
okay. I didn't know that either.
Right.
It
Ooh.
shows you how much I
You
watch.
talk. I need to drop the predictions, but we got the main event right now.
Yeah, we got the start of the match with Miss Lillian Garcia introducing both of the competitors for this main event.
Again, I keep seeing 2 microphones, but one person using them. Why we got 2 microphones? Just saying. Could they do? It would be a huge moment. Like Twitter, Elon, and the crew are going to melt down. I feel if Jey Uso leaves Saturday Night Main Event as your world champion.
I mean, it would be crazy if he won. Um, I don't think it's happening, but it would be insane if he did win.
Right? Oh, I've now got Big Bill versus Hobbs, the sequel, as Hobbs is busted open with a chain. Blowing away, ding ding. I'll let it go for a minute because I just dropped the predictions. So quickly, let us know who you got for this match as we're underway. I think we both feel Gunther's retaining, but holy sugar honey iced tea, Anthony of if Jey Uso wins.
If Jey Uso wins, it's gonna be a party in the wrestling world. The crowd there is going to be lit. The IWC is going to be lit. It'd be crazy if they gave it to Jay tonight.
It is Jey Uso versus Gunther, the Buffalo Bills versus the Kansas City Chiefs.
If you want to call Gunther the Kansas City Chiefs, yeah.
Exactly. That's where I was going with that. Thank you.
And I don't even know much about football, so for me to put 2 and 2 together there.
Yeah, spell it out. Well, and again, we go into a commercial break. I get we need commercial breaks. I don't like this. A minute or 2 into a match, you start to get invested, commercial break.
Yeah, they've kind of done that with all the matches tonight, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, commercial breaks are needed, but at least give us 3 or 4 minutes of the match before we go into commercial. But it could be the last commercial because we're at 9:43.
I
So
can hope so. I would take, though, a longer pause, like post-match
yeah,
versus like mid-match. Like you're just starting to get into this match. And then commercial break as Jay just flops on the outside. It's not like it's a huge match or
yeah,
it's a huge match. It's not a huge moment like say the spear off the steps. I could see why that might fit. But
yeah.
yeah.
I think for me, I know I've kind of gotten used to watching the international streams of like Raw and SmackDown and stuff like that. So now, kind of seeing the commercials, it kind of bothers me because I would at this point be watching the match as you would be on commercial.
Right.
But it's not airing anywhere internationally that I saw before jumping on stream. So
Oh, well, there you go. VPN. We need a VPN. Again, hashtag not sponsored.
right,
Are we the
Express
sponsors
VPN.
ourselves, folks? And y'all people, 100%. Y'all are legit the biggest sponsors of us. All the super chats, all the super stickers, all the memberships and everything just goes back into, funding the channel and everything like that. We ain't out there using it for excursions, all up in the videos, dancing up.
Yeah, if
Patrick,
you're listening, ExpressVPN or I think it's NordVPN, like sponsor us. We're here. We're here.
Right. Well, then do we need to interview a recently controversial IWC figure on a review show to try and get attention to that? That's insider baseball upon anything. But yeah.
We might to get some traction.
Yeah, it just so happens hey, big story on Twitter amongst wrestling fans. Let's sell this into a review for after a show. Just saying. Of sometimes carnies just let themselves out of the gate. They just expose themselves.
Exactly.
But
Did
Patrick,
we get the outcome of the Deonna Purrazzo match?
Oh shit. You're gonna
I'm
ask me
not
that
gonna
right
forget
now as
that.
I'm getting the mafioso. I'm getting the Godfather Part 7. Don't ask me how we went from 3 to 7, but we're getting there.
She
With
didn't win. I'm looking at Twitter now, and someone says book Deanna in a 4-way match on Collision just to have her be the one to eat the pin.
I'm getting, bro, we're getting this whole sit down of Fletcher, Takeshita, the whole Cows family. Why are they doing this so well now? Why, when the ship's sinking, are you starting to fucking do your good shit?
Right.
It's like the Titanic band going down, and all of a sudden now you choose to play Smoke on the Water and shit like that. No, say, why weren't you playing that earlier?
Exactly. I think MDB said, hopefully I'm pronouncing this right. Yuka Sakatumi won the match. Is that how you
Yuka
pronounce it?
Sakazaki,
Because
not
I don't know.
Sakatumi.
I
Sakatumi
booked
now.
names.
All little respect now. So,
Oh, we are back from commercial with Gunther and Jey.
right. AEW just airing their version of Table for 5 instead of Table for 3. But Alex F, the Kansas City cheats. Yes. 100%. It's the Kansas City refs versus the Buffalo Bills.
That's what I hear. That's what that game is about tomorrow. It's crazy.
Right. Jose saying beard oil fuss. And we also need that too as well.
I mean,
Manscaped, my guy.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're either gonna make our own beard oil company or we need a beard oil sponsor at least. We need beard care products. Trust me, we're out there, the beardest channel out there.
Right. I think the most the wrestling channel with the most bearded men, I guess you could say.
Yeah, with great beards comes great reaction. As I got Takeshita coming out as all the chops heard around the world with Gunther and Jey.
So we got forearms by Jey and chops by Gunther. One chop sending Jey into the ropes.
Right. So basically, someone new was joining Kyle's family and Ricky Starks. No, the man that they were should be released. And they're like, no.
Yeah, Ricky Starks asking for his release, and just a bunch of people unhappy with the way things are being booked at this point.
Have you seen the term Guantanamo Bay floating around?
I have not.
Yeah, they've been calling it now Guantanamo Bay because you've got Perazo who wants out. You've got Fenix who's out there in straight jackets. You have Ricky Starks out there asking for his way out. You have Britt Baker who allegedly is publicly going to get put on the shelf, but has almost 2 years left on her contract.
On her contract. That's just sad. Seeing Deanna speak out, like saying that she's been trying to lobby for her booking is crazy when she was at one point the face of Impact, and it's like I think someone in the chat was like Anthony's facial expression was why Deanna, why? And I said it when she showed up on AEW in last January. I was like, this is just terrible. This is a terrible decision. And it hasn't turned out right for Deanna since she's been there.
Well, her or Taya.
Right.
MDB was hyped for the Yuka win. There you go. Jose, the beardest channel out there. The beardest, the best, the baddest, all of the above. All the Bs. We're the 3 Bs, out there like MGF's world title.
Right.
Bear saying, yo, fellas, there's a real good beard product company called the Amish Beard Company. You should try them. Well, if they want to sponsor us, we'll happily promote their product and everything. But yeah. Shameless plug.
2 count. I was close.
There you go. I felt like I was talking about the match earlier tonight with Shameless plug. 2 years left, boo boo. Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Imagine getting told like you will get put on ice, but you've got like 2 years and you ain't going nowhere.
I mean that's 2 years wasted. You know, if true, 2 years wasted for Britt Baker. I actually like Britt Baker. I don't think she's the best wrestler in the world, but I
Mm.
believe she has a little bit of charisma, and I think she can go a long way in WWE if booked properly and had more of a better in-ring training as well. NXT and the Performance Center would do wonders for Britt Baker in a way.
She needs that John Cena. She needs that attitude adjustment, is what I feel.
Yeah. Yeah, she can
Oh,
keep the doctor gimmick, the DMD gimmick. I think that's unique. But just buffering out some rough edges, I think she'll be a hit in WWE, honestly.
but I think if she goes WWE, she gives up the practice. You have to, you can't. WWE is not going to let you do both, boo boo.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
and I do think the DMD is over like Rover. And again, it's still crazy of to go from like her versus Thunder Rosa, where they're both, crimson masks, like they're having t-shirts made out of how great that match is, to now you didn't have that. That ain't even what I'm mad at. Like, that's a fall from grace that needs to be studied.
Yeah, she was one of the top women out there at one point, and I know she got injured or she got really sick. I can't remember, but I know she was out for a while and came back, and then yeah, the feud with Mercedes. If you're feuding with Mercedes, it's not going to be really that great unless you're uh Chris Statlander. But yeah, it's just she was one of the most over women in AEW, and now it's sad to see where she is.
She was one of the most over women in AEW, and now it feels like AEW's over with her.
Yep,
Um,
just throwing her to the curb.
yeah.
Exactly.
Damn it, another commercial.
Yeah, I really
Like,
thought that last commercial was going to be our last commercial, but
yeah,
nope.
no, and again, they just said you can have that. I like this. Hot damn, it's the Beady Bottom Boys. I'm the man of constant sorrow. No
And
one
we
else
haven't.
there. Well, watch the Soggy Bottom Boys. All right, I'll just take that on the chin. No, watch that George Clooney movie. I'll just
I
terrible
probably haven't
reference that
seen it.
only I know, I guess.
I probably haven't seen it like I haven't seen like a bunch of things before.
Whoa, brother, we're out now.
Never
Yep,
heard of
deaf
it.
ears, deaf ears, deaf ears. All right, so fast to the $5 super chat. Brit to TNA.
If
She
if
get a
you
pup,
give a
lighter
Dragon Ball Z
schedule.
reference, I might know.
There you go. Still be a DMD, and with the working agreement, she can do spots in WWE NXT as well. Do you align the, the mega Twitters aligned of, Tessa Blanchard and Bianca Belair, or sorry, Britt Baker in the same company?
That would be interesting.
All of the hatred in one focus group.
Right, you got Tessa Blanchard as probably the most hated women's wrestler right now. And then you got Britt Baker that has a lot of backstage rumors against her. I don't know how that would work out.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Boston knowing what I was getting at, but yeah, moving along. Yes, that's the name for the movie. Yes. See, people got my reference. It just
People
might be
know,
delayed, just like
people
my
know,
brain.
just not me.
Little
So
lazy Susan. I might be a little bit older. I'm the elder statesman right now, I guess. But yeah. As Gunther with a belly to back suplex on Jey Uso. Super gang.
ooh.
1, 2. Dos amigos.
Ooh, that was close. That was close there.
Right? Am I ahead of you?
Yeah. I tried to fix it during my pause,
Fair
but
enough.
everything is behind.
Mea culpa of I've got Gunther dodges or Jey Uso throws away Gunther on the shotgun drop kick.
I'm they're still trying to gather themselves.
Fair
Oh,
enough.
now I got the drop kick.
There we go. Jey Big splash in the corner, Bill, big hip thrust. Now, we just saw those with Jacob. I mean, Jacob's got a little bit more in the posterior, but this should be closer to the end of the match here. We saw that can throw a match out.
We had Jacob Fatu hit like 20 of those things earlier.
Right.
I think we got Jay going up to the top rope.
Yes. Everyone out there, though, jealous, waiting, wishing that it was Nikita Lyons hitting with that. But chop off the top. As I got Ciabatta with chopstick to Keshta. Say that 5 times fast.
Oh, trying to go for a superplex.
Bro, you're really about to have me just watch this movie again of going through, and this is going to make me sound old as sugar, honey, iced tea. Powerbomb. I'll tell the story once we get it out of this here. But yeah. Jay, 1, 2, dos. So both men down. So I'll tell the story real quick of my stepfather and my mother and everything. We drove from New York to Florida and everything. So we're watching VHS tapes, set up with a little mini fatback TV in the middle of that and everything. And Old Brother Where Art Thou and Titanic were run, like almost in succession. It was a double screening constantly with the VHSs. You could just never run away from it, being in a Dodge Caravan, because they were like 2-3 hours plus per movie. And yeah, my stepfather loved Old Brother Where Art Thou. Yeah.
Oh, spear.
Oh, yeah.
You got Michael Cole screaming, Jay's going to do it.
Don't worry. I know my story wasn't interesting. I didn't get pulled over by a horse, so it's fine.
I don't have interesting stories, too. Like, at all.
Super.
Oh, another spear.
Another spear.
That was kind of a half spear now.
Slop jalop.
Yeah, it was kind of a half spear.
Jay going up. Splash. Uso splash. 1, 2. Dose. Well, and we're 2 minutes. If we're going hard pressed to the timeline, which
we got 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
I thought he was about to win it for real.
This is where this works. Of even you got Cole out there. What else does Jey Uso have to do to win this?
Right.
You're bigging it up. Of there's every bit of you're pulling for him. He could do it. Little Jimmy might do it, and then he's gonna get chopped down.
He went for a third spear, got caught into a power bomb. This is it.
Second, stupid sexy. 2 matches tonight we've seen win on the stupid sexy Rhea pin. I saw MDB sit there and say before #SSRP. I feel like we need to make that as merch, but I don't know how many people will get it. But yeah, is it stupid sexy Gunther pin now at this point too? Because he does the same thing of like, how are you going to pin me like that, dog? Like at least he'll grab me on the side. You don't gotta big dog me like that.
Well, at least he doesn't stick his tongue out and stuff like Rhea Ripley does.
I mean, whip and chain, handcuffs, smack a little booty on whip my belt, scream help.
That was a fun match, though. I really liked that match. Even though we knew the outcome, it was going to be Gunther, but that was a great match.
That went exactly how I thought it was going to play out, and it worked out really well.
Yeah.
You believe Jey Uso. You had his moments to where you thought he could win, but you knew in your heart of hearts Gunther was going to win. Right. And again, you have the powerbomb, and he's got to do it again and fold him up and stack him up, and Jey fought back. And Gunther, I'm waiting to see here if Gunther maybe show a little respect, or he's at least got, you push me to the limit, as we instantly go to the ending credits and all of that. So that might be it for Saturday Main Event. Yeah, we're done right off the air.
Yeah, they just kicked us out. They were like, we're done.
Yeah, I went to a Sheamus video thing to hashtag wild robot.
Yeah, I went to a Sheamus video package too.
Yeah, so that does it for Saturday night's main event, folks. You can let us know what you're giving that out of 10, as I don't know if you want to hang around for the end of Collision. We're, I guess, waiting for the end of Takeshita versus Shibata. Holy Shibata. Before we get into the Hunger Games, but yeah.
Well, I can't see
Yeah, I
collision.
forgot. You've still been on just darkness imprisoning me this
It's
whole time.
darkness.
Ah, my guy. So then, fair enough. So that does it, folks. So let us know your rating out of 10. How you feeling on Saturday Night Main Event? Number 2, Electric Boogaloo. Of was it? It's interesting because it's going to be what Saturday Night Main Events are going forward, not
Right.
the hype up the debut. But how was it? How do you feel overall?
I think it was slightly better than the first one. Or
Mm.
the rebrand or the comeback, I should say, because it's not technically the first one.
Right.
I would give it 7-ish. I can push it up to 7.5. I thought the main event delivered. Obviously, Jacob Fatu and Braun Strowman was great. I also like the Sheamus match as well. All three of those were really great. If I had to give a lackluster to any match, it would be the Nia and Rhea, but it was great, but it wasn't like the other three. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with a 7.5.
Ooh, I'm going 8. I'm
Okay.
going. I know I've lately been a bit of the Russian judge, but yeah, I'm going 8 with this. Of To me, this really, like, I'll say that it definitely, if not was better, was very much didn't take a step back as much from the last one and everything. Um, you had a huge moment with Jacob Fatu. Rhea versus Nia wasn't bad. Sheamus versus Braun. Yeah, I think would have been better if you moved around the commercial breaks a little bit. Like the
Oh
huge
yeah.
spear off the steps and everything, I think was really good. Gunther versus Jey was good. It did everything I expected it to do, and then even a little bit more with like the Jacob and Strowman moment. So I'll give it an 8.
Okay. I can see the 8. I can definitely see the 8. I'm gonna stick with the 7.5, but I can definitely see why you gave it an 8.
You know, people got 8.6, 8.6. Big Dog saying uncut, unfiltered, uncensored, wrestling for life. The no bull sugar honey iced tea channel. When you talk about wrestling, put that for life with. Man's trying to take my gimmick. Man's trying to take my
Exactly.
gimmick. You gotta wait for that. But yeah, 8 out of 10, 6 out of 10 says AR1, 7.5, 7, 8. So some people's around there with your feelings and everything with that.
Yeah.
8, 8.5, 7, 7, 8.5, 8. So all within that kind of framework there, a bit of so people can see, like you said, well, 6.75 out of 10 knee pads, 6 out of 10, 6. We got inundated with a bunch of 6s at the
Yeah,
gates.
we
You might be
did.
close to there.
We got 110 out of 10 by Clay down there.
Well, he's just rating us, not the show.
Okay, okay. So he's rating us. Well, then
Yeah,
great.
no, I've just said that, but he's factual, actually. We'd be like Spinal Tap. We go to 11. But yeah, I can see a bit with what you're saying with, 6.5, 7 out of 10. I just, to me, of especially like my best moment of tonight was the Jacob Braun Strowman match. Of that was what I was looking forward to, and that over delivered. So I'll give you an 8 clearly with that.
Yeah, because we
Everything else did what you were supposed to do, and that over delivered.
yeah, Jacob was made into a star tonight. It made into a monster heel. So that was kind of unexpected because I wasn't expecting that tonight. I was actually expecting a match between those two. So that was pretty cool of a twist there.
Right. As everybody now already out there expecting, the predictions title out there. But yeah. Again, I forgot the slide for Jey versus Gunther. But yeah, we're all super excited for that. And yes, we are back at it like a jackrabbit tomorrow or Monday. Tomorrow, World War III apocalypse happens. Kansas City Chiefs versus Buffalo Bills. Let's go, Buffalo. But yes, Monday Night Raw, we're back at it like a jackrabbit. We've got the return of Logan Paul. Almost called him his brother. And then we got the Viking Raiders versus Judgment Day for the tag titles.
Yeah, we got Monday Night Raw coming up. I'll be there live. I'm super excited for what they got. Go home show for the Royal Rumble. And then Tuesday we got NXT, which is in Atlanta as well, but I'm not going to that. But we got the NXT, the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships on the line. So we got another great week of content coming up.
Oh, absolutely. Again, often imitating that Ripley. And folks, make it happen. Anthony's going to Monday Night Raw and, NXT out there. Have a side of NXT. We want Anthony. We want the ring center. We want tea time with Anthony.
Sponsor me to go to NXT. NXT is shaping up to be a really good show too. I'm excited for it.
There we
Even
go.
if I don't go.
You can go to NXT. KT's out there asking for his winter timeshare. I'm just out here, humble as a bumble. But yes. You got anything else, sir? Is Jose with $2 super chat? Fun show. Catch you next time. But anything you got, sir, before we close this one out?
Not really. We got the big Royal Rumble stream next Saturday, so that's fun and dandy. But other than that, great show. With the two of us again, and Saturday night main event was really good or decent. Depending on how you feel. But yeah, I think that's about it for me.
I think we had some really great moments for Saturday night main event, and again, it very much lived up to. It's that in between of it's like a night of champions. It's like a battle of the belts. A little bit of it's not a PLE, but it's not a Raw type of deal. But yes, 100%. Let's go Buffalo. We need to be in the Super Bowl.
Right.
100 first and foremost. There's no place I'd rather be than right here, right now. But again, thank you for everybody that tuned in. 100%. We do this for anything and everything when it comes to pro wrestling. So again, if you haven't done so, the last call out, be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. Our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is authentic. When you talk about that wrestling, you want to put that for life with it.
Good night, guys, and we will see you in the next one.